magical powers for my master's burial. Don't kill me, I'll give you anything you want. You can negotiate any conditions. Don't kill me. No problem, but you need to talk to 41,524 vengeful souls who died in a series of explosions in Kamshan domain. Die. This punch is for Sha Goen, Su Hongji, and Tao Xiaofeng. Too many lives have been lost, and the rest will be repaid in a different way. You, a bastard, are not qualified to cultivate spiritual energy. I need to help those vengeful souls dig out your spiritual roots. Oh, you're a cultivator, so you're the immortal root. No, don't. Oh dear. Come out. No annotation on the spiritual roots of the Jiedan cultivator. This is the price you should pay. Ah, kill me, you kill me. Don't worry, master. You still have some value. Let the disciple use it again. Hee, 2 jade slips. Thank you, master. You. What's going on here? It was you who did it. Who exactly are you? Actually, I am a good person. What kind of good person are you? Shanghai is so chaotic. If good people are not even more despicable, how can they fight against bad people? You might as well consider me a despicable good person. A despicable and shameless good person. Your combat power is not only limited to the foundation building stage. How can you kill Blackstone White Dew? If you're really a good person, why haven't you untied my restraints? My spiritual power is still suppressed. I can't let you out yet, otherwise the other party will have doubts. Can you drive the Lingdai 7 escape pod? The Bull-class transport ship is equipped with modified shuttle cars that can navigate in vacuum and have a certain degree of self-circulation capability. No problem, why are you asking this? Please be calm and wait until tomorrow when we encounter Heavy Rain and the Bighorn Armor Division. What? You're going to go find trouble in Heavy Rain and meet up with the Bighorn Armor Division. Are you stupid? What do you really want to do? Have a guess. I remember you said something this morning. If this universe were a cruel and bloody dark forest, we cultivators would also burn our own lives and emit faint sparks. Even if the spark is faint, as long as we keep moving forward, one day the spark will ignite a prairie fire and illuminate the whole world. Even if the probability is only 1 in a billion, I will still have the courage to let that flame descend. What kind of person are you? Very good. After such an explosion, without careful inspection, the cause of death should not be visible. Oh, there's no other choice but to do it this way. What are you trying to do, throwing a bomb at yourself? Open the door quickly. What happened? Help! Isn't it a competition? What's the situation? What's going on, Su Lao? Where is Master Huangfu? Ah! Quickly extinguish the fire. What's going on? It was a mistake caused by the explosion of crystals. Annotation Captain. Many security measures have been taken here. What went wrong? This is the effect of dozens of bombs exploding in a chain, right? It's not a mistake, it's intentional. It's betrayal. Huangfu 11 betrayed the Changxing Palace and deliberately placed so many bombs to kill us. What did Master Huangfu betray? How could this lie? It's impossible that Master Huangfu has been loyal to the Changxing Palace for so many years in the organization. What's going on here? Tell me quickly. I don't know what's going on. During our 11th battle with Huangfu, a violent explosion suddenly occurred. An old man with a sharp mouth and monkey cheeks was blown out of the void. Ah, it hurts. It's Su Lao. The old man, who was seriously injured, angrily accused Huangfu 11 of deceiving the organization by using public funds for personal gain. He said he was greedy for Huangfu Xiaoya's hands and wasting organizational resources, just wanting to change hands for himself. Fei Ming said he needs to report to the Lotus King when he returns to headquarters, asking him not to seek survival or death. Upon hearing these words, Huangfu 11 burst into laughter and said, "Since we can't survive, let's all die together." The result was like this. Is that so? I feel like we came out in a hurry this time. So many of us died. Shut up, everyone. You two go in and take a look. No wonder Huangfu 11 was so eager to cut off Huangfu Xiaoya's hands and switch to himself that he couldn't wait to return to headquarters. It is still very strange that the power of the Sujiozhen City Mansion's extremely deep series of explosions is so great. This explosion is too powerful, even Lord Blackstone was blown up like this. This can't be Mr. Su, can it? Captain, Master Huangfu is still alive. The old man with a sharp mouth and monkey cheeks is very powerful. After Huangfu 11 blew him up, he was almost beaten to pulp by him. The medical conditions on board are not good. We need to quickly merge with the heavy wind and rain. This is all your one-sided statement. I've been blown up like this, can't I still deceive you? You found the medical equipment for the heavy use of large warships in the wind and rain to treat Huangfu 11. Ask him. There are many doubts about this matter, and there may be some insider information you don't know. I suggest stopping the transport ship here for a few days and treating Huangfu 11 with our medical equipment first. This is not appropriate. Time is too tight. I will report everything that happens here to the Wind and Rain Major Marshal for him to decide. I took the risk of being chased by cultivators and joined the Changqing Palace. I didn't get any benefits and was bombed to death first. You killed the captain. Where is the vice captain coming out to speak? Are you stupid? If I want to kill you, why should I ask the vice captain? If I lie, I killed everyone inside. Now even the captain has been killed by me. Who is my opponent? Yeah, if Su Lao was killed by him, who would still be able to stop him? Deputy Captain. What do you want to do? You are the vice captain. Do you know who I am? I know you are Master Li Liao. I think I have the highest level of cultivation on the entire ship now, so please follow my orders for everything from now on. Humph, so many people have died this time, even Huangfu 11 has become a useless person. When I arrive at the Changqing Palace headquarters, I will definitely be a red man under the Lotus Throne. Just listen to him. Right now, only he has the highest cultivation level here. How do you want it? Huangfu Xiaoya should be locked up first and thrown back to the medical cabin at Huangfu 11 to save her life, and then quickly merge with the storm. Isn't this demand too much? Okay, let's move forward at full speed and meet General Feng. Find some doctors to give me a brief treatment. I need to hurry up and conduct a comprehensive examination of the transport ship. Huangfu 11, this madman, holds the structural diagram of the entire ship. Who knows how many crystal bombs he installed on the starship? If Huangfu 11 installs a time bomb on the starship, then all of us will be irretrievable. What are you staring at? Hurry up and get the detailed structural diagram of the starship. I will organize the structural diagram and send it to you. What should others do and go? Master Li, we will help you treat it. I won the bet temporarily. 20 minutes later. The witchcraft curse left by the old ghost surnamed Su is indeed powerful. Fortunately, I can be considered a half-body refiner, otherwise I would definitely not be able to withstand it. This witch spell seems to have life and can avoid the brain domain, but it cannot be dealt with by Uyezi's massive divine soul. There is still a lot of work to be done next, and I don't have time to entangle myself with these witchcraft spells. I can only resist them hard. Control room. We found 3 crystal bombs from the gaps in the pipeline here. Maybe there are, but now we have too few alchemists and I can't take care of everything. You need to strengthen the maintenance of the starship. Unfortunately, there has been an explosion in the psychic teleportation room, and our psychic teleportation symbol array is unable to transmit psychic information to the outside world. I have found a bomb there. Huangfu 11 is really cunning. I was too careless. Master Li, you have discovered so many crystal bombs, and it is inevitable that 1 or 2 were overlooked in a hurry. If it weren't for the Master's intervention, I'm afraid even the bridge would be blown up by now. Should be. What's the situation now? We can't send information to the outside world anymore. Yes, we can only receive divine messages from Stormwind Prison, but we cannot send them detailed divine messages. This is called flag language, but it can only describe certain specific states. We can open a huge light curtain around the transport ship and emit dark light of different colors and intervals to transmit some simple information. How is the situation on the stormy side now? Half an hour ago, the battle situation of the Bighorn Armor Division was extremely fierce with a desperate attack. The Wind and Rain Prison Star Thief team has suffered serious losses and hopes that we can quickly go over and provide assistance. But now although Huangfu 11 has become a useless person, isn't there still me? It's time for me to show off my skills. How long until I can merge with the storm? It will take about 10 hours to reach the contact distance between the two sides. That's the battlefield. Yes, that's the burial place of the Bighorn Armor Division. Master Li Yao drove out the staff inside the power cabin ammunition depot several times while inspecting it. It is said that a comprehensive inspection must be conducted using secret methods and must not be spied upon by anyone. Some of the techniques used by alchemists are highly confidential and taboo against onlookers. Isn't that also the case with Huangfu 11? But those are all important parts of transport ships. He just killed the captain with a single blow. We are just ordinary crew members in the refining period. Do you dare to say it in front of him? Afraid to. The Wind and Rain Prison Star Thief Squad is right in front of us and will soon join forces with Feng Shui. What are you thinking? Note that faint spiritual energy fluctuations can already be vaguely detected. Capture some spiritual energy fluctuations. 6 hours later, the refining room of Huangfu 11. We're almost on the battlefield. Hold on, Bighorn Armor Division. 9.5 hours later, the Blood Rain Crystal Battleship. Wasting resources for nothing, how many crystal armors can you deploy when I launch a total attack? Eliminating the Dajiao Armor Division will be the first battle for the rise of the Changqing Palace from darkness. Annotated on the Stormy Military Advisor. Hippopotamus arrived on the 19th and had an accident. Their divine transmission room has been destroyed, and they can only contact us through banners. The interior of the transport ship seems to have been severely damaged, including several important figures such as Huangfu 11 who were seriously injured. They hope to be connected to our blood rain as soon as possible for maintenance and treatment. Unexpectedly, Huangfu suffered serious injuries to his 11th body. Flag language is a temporary emergency measure and cannot express detailed information. They hope to connect first and then speak slowly. Tell them that the Red Electric has just been equipped with the latest medical cabin and maintenance equipment to connect them to the Red Electric. All main guns are ready to lock onto Hippo 19. If it doesn't change course within 3 minutes, it will explode. The Chidian is currently the farthest crystal warship from us on the battlefield. And Huangfu 11 is still on Hippo 19. If they don't change course within 3 minutes, Huangfu 11 will no longer be on Hippo 19. Hippopotamus 19 was kidnapped, it's impossible. Their secret language is completely fine. Annotated secret language, a special method for confirming security between star thieves, which is updated before each mission. Because there is no problem with the secret language, I gave them 3 minutes. Please provide me with detailed information about Hippo 19. Hippo 19 data. Registered company Lei Xiaopai. It is a registered legal merchant ship with only a few conventional crystal magnetic guns. This recruitment mission has not been modified. Do you suspect that someone has infiltrated Hippopotamus 19? Okay, notify all personnel on the Red Electric to prepare for battle. After the Hippopotamus 19 is connected, carefully inspect everyone on top. And it is highly likely that they will disguise themselves as severely injured and use this transport ship as a springboard to infiltrate my flagship, the Blood Rain. After everyone disembarks, use the excuse of disinfection to inject toxic gas and nerve-numbing gas into Hippo 19 and carefully check again. It's feng shui who is wise. In this way, even a mouse trying to infiltrate our starship with the help of a transport ship is impossible. The control room of Hippo 19. Red electric signal. What? Say it again. This is the farthest crystal warship from the flagship Blood Rain. Yes, the Blood Rain replied that their medical cabin on board was hit and damaged during the battle. We just underwent a comprehensive upgrade before the red electric operation. Let's connect to the red electric first. This old fox has such a keen sense of smell in the heavy wind and rain. I finally modified the transport ship, but it's so far away. How could I take the opportunity to collide with it? Damn it. The distress signal from the Dajiao Armor Division has been sent out for a long time, and I must fight and resolve it quickly. If you disguise yourself as Huangfu 11 or Su Jiuzhen, rush over at all costs. No, heavy rain and wind will trigger fire. Based on the information I obtained from the wind and rain heavy only child, I infer that once I continue to move forward, this old dog will definitely fire. How is the current situation of the war? It is absolutely advantageous for our side. The latest situation is that the enemy's 3 starships are close to collapsing. Even the commander of the Dajiao Armor Division, Lei Dalu, was seriously injured and his life and death are unknown. Haha. What? I mean, how did it happen? He's stupid himself. As the commander of the 3 starships, the highest commander wants to rescue a group of wounded soldiers who have been cut off. Of course, they are surrounded by us heavily. Is it worth playing to death for a few seriously injured people? I really don't know how such a fool became the leader of a group. Yeah, I also wonder how such a silly guy managed to lead the Bighorn Armor Division to where they are today. Perhaps such fools always have better luck, right? How do you feel that Master Li is strange? Send a flag message to the Blood Rain and reply that we obey the arrangement. Now change course and approach the red electric. Understand? Get out of here, I'll do it. Master Li Yao didn't expect you to be able to control a starship. I spent over a year specifically learning the skills of piloting warships, which were genuine Imperial specialized warships. Moreover, this is not a particularly complex operation. It's just setting the route first and then crashing straight ahead. I beg your pardon? Master Li's parameters are impossible. 2 starships that successfully connect will collide. Master Li Yao, what are you doing? Complete. Hee, that's right. I'm just going to crash into it. Hey. Operating room. What do you want to do? You're talking about colliding with it. 10 minutes later. What kind of person? You can liven up your fingers while walking to help with the work. Inside the aft deck cabin. This is the structural diagram of the magic weapon. This escape pod is modified with a Lingdai shuttle car and has a simple structure. You can modify according to these structural diagrams and then fill 3 times the amount of crystal fuel. We still have 32 minutes and 57 seconds to complete the modification. Well, it should be like this here. Do you have any plan? The Star Thief must eliminate the Bighorn Armor Division within 1 to 2 days in order to escape from here before the Cultivator Army returns for reinforcements. My only solution now is to procrastinate. Later, I will use this transport ship to collide with a crystal warship belonging to the Storm Prison Star Thief group. Before that, we need to escape through the escape pod first. After modification, this escape pod is enough for you to drift in the Starry Sea for 10 days and a half months. I will provide you with a large amount of sealed food and water later. After 3 days, you can send out a distress signal, and someone should hear it. Which crystal warship are you going to collide with? Is it the flagship Blood Rain in heavy wind and rain? Heavy winds and heavy rain, cunning and cunning, there is no room for me to collide with the Blood Rain. The heavy wind and rain are currently exerting all their efforts to strangle the Great Horn Armor Division. They won't be interested in dealing with you, this little shrimp. After you escape, you can tell the entire cultivation world about the Changqing Palace. What if I can't escape? Never mind. After installing the self-destruct system, this escape pod can blow you up with just one thought, leaving no trace of your soul to be used by cultivators. Your nose, ear holes, and eye corners are all bleeding black blood. This is a witch spell. I was cursed by someone. But now I don't have time to pay attention to these modified escape pods. It's important. 20 minutes later. What about you when you asked me to send a distress signal? I'm going to divert the heavy wind and rain from the army and delay time to save Dajiao. Are you crazy? Why do you think that the heavy wind and rain will spare the Bighorn Armor Division and turn around to hunt you down? And what if he really comes after you? We are currently in the outer edge of the Iron Yuan Star domain, with numerous gravel star belts mixed with various violent spiritual energy fluctuations. The heavy wind and rain forced the Dajiao Armor Division here, probably to take advantage of the terrain in this area. But now this chaotic star domain happens to become my natural guerrilla base and escape point. Why do you think that even though you know it's unlikely, the storm will still take the risk of pursuing you? I'm only 30% sure, but if he doesn't catch up, I'm 90% sure I'll leave a huge wound on his soul that will never heal. And one day, I will use his head to pay tribute to the heroic spirit of the Great Horn Armor Division. You must be careful that the hundreds of star rings around Iron Origin are not naturally formed gravel star belts, but rather a super defense system. Many of the crushed stones can explode. Who does the super defense system defend against? Taiyuan Star was originally the capital star of the Flying Star human race, and these super defense systems were originally used to defend against celestial disasters. But now it's being used to defend against us. Defend against the heavenly tribulation, defend against us. The Taiyuan Star domain looks so desolate and barren, yet it was actually the former capital star. What happened in the Flying Star world 5,000 years ago? This is truly a dark history that the cultivation world finds difficult to talk about. I only learned a little bit of news from the clan leader not long ago after becoming the next generation backbone of the family. 5,000 years ago, a massive celestial disaster descended upon the celestial realm. There's still 1.5 minutes left. There's no time left. Get ready to leave. You have to be careful. If I don't die this time, I'll come back and listen to you slowly tell stories. Not bad. Unless absolutely necessary, you must not escape into the depths of the Iron Yuan Star domain. If you are caught by the gravity of Tetsahara and land on Tetsahara. Those alchemists don't really like cultivators. Understand? Who exactly are you? Good person. On the bridge of the Golden Horn. Hurry up, this way. Lao Bai, do you think I don't match the character of the Nova ship? I was beaten and bruised as soon as I left port. You. Captain, why did you rush out to save us? If I'm not brave enough, why should I be your team leader? I, as the team leader, can't keep up with Bai Kaisen in terms of my brain for 8 lifetimes. You're not called brave, you're so foolish. Song Laosi, this is not my first day being foolish. As a team leader like me, you guys are unlucky. How is Lao Bai doing now? The power runes of the 3 starships have suffered some damage, and the armored divisions on board have also suffered heavy casualties, losing about 70% of their combat power. It will take another 2.5 to 3 days for the nearest reinforcements to arrive. So we will undoubtedly die. Yes. The only thing I can currently calculate is how to give the Star Thief the maximum blow before destruction. I didn't expect the Star Thief to secretly hide such strong strength. This time it really hit their mark. I have been wandering the stars for decades, trying to kill countless Star Thieves like oxen, but I am still lively and energetic. Be prepared to pay a heavy price if Fengyu wants to take down Laozi. Lao Bai, Song, and Lao Si prepare everyone to fight until the last moment. As long as you haven't died completely, miracles may occur. Don't forget that our team leader's luck is incredible. Last time we chased after Feng Yuming, you all thought we couldn't catch up, but his ghost prison number actually exploded in front of us, haha. Maybe with just a light cough from our captain, the starship on the other side will explode on its own. Let the brothers prepare. Understand? What happened? How could this happen? What did I say? Our team leader is a person with great luck and the ability to defy the heavens. Just a gentle cough is enough. Stop using this set, quickly check the light screen playback and zoom in to see what the situation is. Here. This transport ship has accelerated. When the Akane discovered something unusual, the transport ship had already cut into the inside of its defense circle. A typical collision would not result in such an explosion. This transport ship seems to have been modified or manually operated. Judging from the scale of the explosion, the middle and rear parts where the power cabin of the ActionToon is located are all destroyed. This is not an accident. I have a familiar feeling that this familiar scene reminds me of someone. I know who you're thinking of. But now I am even more curious about the expression of the heavy wind and rain. On the bridge of the blood rain. It's my fault. I guess there might be enemies lurking on Hippo 19, but I didn't expect them to be so ruthless. Fortunately, Feng Shui didn't let it approach the flagship. Who could turn an ordinary transport ship into such a terrifying giant bomb? Feng Shui, we just detected that 2 escape pods separated and fled before the self-explosion of Hippo 19. Should we send someone to pursue them? That's okay. Huangfu 11 and Su Jiuzhen on Hippo 19 were both silently killed by the enemy and mastered the secret language, making it difficult to deal with. The Iron Yuan star domain is filled with gravel star belts, and even with the use of crystal warships, it may not be possible to capture an escape pod. This enemy may seem audacious, but he actually calculated everything. Don't be disturbed by the enemy. Our goal is to annihilate the Dajiao Armor Division. After eliminating the Bighorn Armor Division and returning to Spider Nest Star, let the Black Spider Tower investigate their news and slowly settle the accounts. Feng Shui is wise. No matter how the enemy plans, they never expected that Feng Shui's will would be as unyielding as steel, unaffected by external factors. I haven't encountered such an unexpected opponent in a long time. I have a premonition that I will continue to confront him in the Starry Sea in the future. I really want to see how frustrated he was when he found out I wasn't hooked, ha ha ha. Inside the escape pod. Li Yao, I believe you can do it. Of course I can do it. I must inform the Spark of the news about the cultivators so that they can prepare early. Super awake state. Hee, you will definitely pursue me in the heavy rain and wind. Next, we will send a message about the severity of the storm. The system sends a letter of heavy rain and wind. Feng Shui sent a plaintext message from an escape pod. Come catch me. I thought this was a strong enemy, but I didn't expect the tactics to be so childish. Even using such low-level strategies shows that the enemy is truly helpless. There's still time to chase me now, otherwise I would have escaped into the gravel star belt. How did this guy's brain grow for the second time? Regardless of him, everyone should hurry up and rest. Let the maintenance workshop spare no effort to repair the crystal armor and restore it to 60%, and then we will launch a new round of attack to consume the Dajiao Armor Division. There is new news again. The storm gave you a chance, but if you don't cherish it, you will regret it in 5 minutes. Feng Shui, are you planning to mobilize the entire army to chase after that escape pod? The escape pod that sent the message has reached the edge of the gravel star belt, and now it's too late to turn around and chase after it. Of course I wouldn't do such a stupid thing, I just don't understand why the other party's provocative tactics are so childish. Let everyone prepare for another full-scale attack in half an hour. Feng Shui, the other party has sent another message, but this time it's a video. I want to see what medicine is sold in this guy's gourd by playing it on the main screen. Who exactly are you? This voice is Ming. He killed my son. I know the coordinates of several treasures and 3 top-secret smuggling routes. I'll tell you everything as long as you give me a break. You're crazy. My father won't let you go. Stormwind Prison won't let you go. The entire Spider Nest Star Thief Squad won't let you go. Ah Ming. No, no, no. No, Dad, save me. Ah, ah, ah. Watch it again. Ah, ah, ah. I'm going to kill you. Feng Shui, calm down. Hee 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 hee. Feng Shui, please don't act impulsively. He provoked you to make it clear that he wants us to pursue him in order to rescue the Bighorn Armor Division. We cannot be fooled. He killed my Ah Ming. Who exactly is he? Feng Shui, you and I are both members of the Palace of Eternal Life. The father-son relationship in the mortal world is a dust bond that needs to be severed for us cultivators. Slash the dust, understand the Tao, and seek eternal life without being disturbed by external things, Feng Shui. That's right, I want to cut off Dust Fate. I want to cut off Dust Fate. Slash your grandmother. That's my son. Wind cough cough wind handsome. Don't forget what banner we came out under this time. Now they are sending me a video of killing my son, which is slapping me in front of the entire Spider Nest Star. If I don't break this person into pieces, what face will I have? Standing on the Spider Nest Star. The person who posted this video is so cunning and vicious. This kind of provocation is completely premeditated. Even if the wind and rain are heavy and the dust is cut off, for the dignity of the strong, they will bite down even if they know it's a hook. Is there still a chance to catch up with the other party now? From the flight path, it appears that the other party is preparing to escape into the circular gravel star belt around Tetsahara. The other party is piloting a Spirit Butterfly escape pod, and its speed is not too fast. We just lost the Akane in battle. 3 out of the other 4 crystal battleships have suffered varying degrees of damage to their power symbols and urgently require repair. If the power module of the octopus is still intact and moving at full speed, it can entangle the opponent in 3 hours. The octopus is a fast attack ship without carrying too many strong opponents. The opponent is cunning and treacherous, and I'm afraid the octopus won't be able to catch them. And extreme pursuit consumes a lot of fuel. Once you turn around, there's no chance to turn back. The whole army will turn into the octopus and catch up first. Just entangle the opponent and slow down his speed. Once the opponent puts on the crystal armor and rushes out of the escape pod, immediately return to defense and never be obsessed with battle. The other 3 starships will launch another fierce attack on the Bighorn Armor Division. Then withdraw from the battlefield to support the octopus while the other side is caught off guard. Gnash the teeth in anger. This battle will be interrupted by the flagship Blood Rain. Next, I will spare no effort to hunt down that audacious escape pod. I want to see who is so arrogant. 2 hours later, on the dilapidated bridge of the Golden Horn. How could this happen? An hour ago, they launched such a fierce attack that I thought we were going to be finished. Why have they withdrawn again now? What's the situation? I don't know if there's any conspiracy involved. Our psychic abilities are almost depleted. What more conspiracy does Star Thief need to plot? They should have gone after one of those 2 escape pods. Just because the people in the escape pod destroyed a starship in Stormwind Prison, we turned around and chased after him despite the heavy wind and rain. If the wind and rain are so heavy and easily provoked, how can they roam the Spider Nest Star for decades? I'm also surprised that giving up on us now means he's in vain. Captain, look at this escape pod that sent 4 precise positioning information streams to the Blood Rain. He had a brief conversation with Fengius Hong. Perhaps that's why Fengius Hong chased after him. The people in this escape pod first killed the starship from Stormwind Prison, and then lured Stormwind Heavy to chase after him. The only purpose is to save us. I seem to have guessed who the person in this escape pod is. I guessed it too, and I also deduced why he provoked the storm. Captain, your luck seems really good. I don't know if you're lucky or not, but my brothers are really, really good. You said you knew the Bighorn Armor Division was in trouble and came to save our good brother at all costs. How can we let him fight alone and fall to death? Not bad. We need to alleviate the pressure on this good brother. Hurry up and repair the starship. Let's bite another piece of flesh from the heavy wind and rain. Yes. On the bridge in 5 minutes. Annotations: Elder Xian Honda of the Flowing Flower Sect and First Class Deacon Jing Yong of the Eagle Yang Sect. Captain Lei, we were just about to contact you about the retreat of the Star Thief. Are there any reinforcements arriving? The reinforcements have not arrived yet. The Star Thief has turned around and the entire army has been deployed to chase after a cultivator. What? Who is worth more than our 3 soon-to-be-destroyed crystal warships? We still don't know who that person is, but they traveled thousands of miles and risked their lives to save us. Now I have a new plan to collaborate with him and fight side by side. Please take a look at the 4 remaining crystal battleships of Star Thief. Their power cabins have been damaged to varying degrees, and their maximum speeds are not the same. In the face of heavy winds and rain, we have been killed by him and are too scared to counterattack. Upon hearing the news of his retreat, we will definitely stay in place and wait for reinforcements. We need to use his psychological blind spot to quietly catch up with him. Seize the opportunity and fiercely knock down the last starship that falls. Our 3 starship power runes are severely damaged and we don't have enough spare components. How can we catch up with each other? What if the usable magic components from the power compartments of the 3 starships were assembled on the Golden Horn? We will keep all the wounded in the other 2 starships waiting for rescue. Gather all the combat power onto the Golden Horn and launch a surprise attack to kill him off guard. The Star Thief has 4 starships. But time is on our side. The heavy wind and rain are chasing the cultivator at full speed, and his starship must be consuming fuel crazily. When he lands on the last starship and we bite him tightly, he will be in a dilemma. If we turn around, we need to slow down the starship and reset its trajectory, which will consume twice as much fuel and waste countless hours of time. Our reinforcements could kill in heavy rain at any moment and leave enough fuel to escape. If we can't solve it quickly, we will instead be trapped tightly. Do you think he would take this risk? You stay here to heal and wait for rescue. Leave the rest to us to handle. Time is precious, both of you. Please make a quick decision. We still need to rush up and fight alongside this brother. And the vast sea of stars. The heavy wind and rain have indeed caught up. Let me accompany you to have fun. On the bridge of the blood rain. Feng Shui's opponent's power symbol array exploded. Of course, the other party is just an escape pod after all. It's normal for the power symbol array to explode after speeding for so long, as it has already exceeded its fatigue limit. Even if the power symbol array doesn't have any problems, his fuel is probably running low. He's about to become something in our bag. The octopus has released its assault team, preparing to entangle the enemy. Main gun energy storage preparation. This is impossible. His instantaneous acceleration and maximum speed have already exceeded the limit of the Spirit Butterfly escape pod. How could he go so fast? Don't you understand? The other party has already modified the escape pod. He increased his speed and acceleration, but kept disguising himself as a regular escape pod to lure us into chasing him. According to his latest speed calculation, it is highly likely that he fled to the gravel star belt around Iron Yuan before we caught up with him. Should we stop chasing? After so much careful planning and resource consumption, the success that is about to be achieved has been completely disrupted by this mysterious figure. The hatred of killing a son and humiliation is irreconcilable. How can we give up halfway and continue chasing after someone who has already reached this point? Even if you chase into the gravel star belt, don't stop entangling him with me at any cost. This time, I will personally unscrew his head. 5 hours later. On the bridge of the blood rain. Feng Shui is approaching the gravel star belt ahead. Chase. The strong spiritual energy fluctuations are very regular, unlike those emitted by ordinary meteorites. These planetary halos were refined by cultivators thousands of years ago using their supreme powers, and they are a giant defensive treasure that surrounds the planet of iron origin. This is a true planetary level or even quasi-constant star level treasure. The past of the flying star realm indeed possesses an astonishing level of cultivation civilization. Is this the magic weapon used by Huangfu Xiaoya to defend against heavenly calamities? Unfortunately, it seems that the Iron Yuan star was not defended and was mostly destroyed. It's really spectacular. What is this? The luster of these metals doesn't seem to be naturally formed, but rather like artificially refined alloys. It looks like a starry sky monument. It seems that the released spiritual energy can still be felt on these giant monuments. Originally, each starry sky stele was an eye of a gravel shield. It should still be in a dormant state now. This is the powerful defense weapon of the quasi-constant star rating. Feng Shui gravel belt is dense and cannot pass through. On the bridge of the blood rain. Let the octopus rotate synchronously in the direction of the planet's halo while releasing its crystal armor for pursuit. I have been waiting for you for a long time. The game officially begins. Come on. See how you guys chase after it. Chase. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Start attacking. The despicable attack was blocked by gravel and giant monuments. This giant monument releases spiritual energy tides. Not good, huh? Ah, ah, ah. Fortunately, I didn't provoke these starry sky monuments. It seems that the super defense formation from 50-100 years ago has not completely lost its magical power. What a magnificent scene it should be when it has just been refined and has sufficient spiritual power. The witch spell has broken again. The armors on the Feng Shui octopus have already made contact with the enemy, but they have not yet achieved effective interception. There's no time left. It seems that I need to personally take charge. Did you find the Bighorn Armor Division? No trace of the Bighorn Armor Division was found at all. These lunatics should have reached their limit and are unlikely to come up and die again. Annotation: the blood-faced crystal armor comes from the forging of the Changxing Hall, where 100 cultivators were used for a blood sacrifice, possessing extremely powerful divine soul attack power. Always pay attention to searching for the Bighorn Armor Division. I'll go there and then go back. Wishing Feng Shui a triumphant return. Taiyuan Star Domain. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Let me meet you. No matter who you are, I will tear you apart with my own hands. Deep in the starry sea. On the main deck of the Golden Horn. Just when we were in a desperate situation, someone traveled thousands of miles across the stars to turn the world around with their own efforts. He not only killed the starship of the Storm Prison Star Thief Squad, but also attracted the main force of the Star Thieves to himself and saved us. This person is currently surrounded by 4 crystal warships and thousands of Star Thieves. Now I'm going to chase after the blood rain ship that has been broken. This operation is very dangerous. If anyone retreats, take a step back and stay in the starship waiting for reinforcements. The remaining brothers and I charge together. There is still a cultivator fighting alone ahead. Even if we can't rescue him, at least our hot blood can flow among these stars with such a good brother. Eagle soaring monk obeyed orders. Iron-winged eagle soaring. Luhua children obey orders. Forge the name of flowing flowers with my blood. Elder Xian Honda of the Flowing Flower Sect. Captain Lei, it's not just your Bighorn Armor Division that deserves to be a hero. If you're going crazy today, let's all go crazy together. Chong 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 chong. Chong 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 chong. Come on, let's see who is the braver and more fearless outlaw in the endless starry sky. Deep in the gravel belt. The witch spell has broken again. I seized every second along the way to plan my escape, and there was no time to expel the witch curse. Cough cough, I didn't expect this witch spell to be so strange. If it weren't for my inheritance of the spirit seed of Iron God Yin Ba and my incredibly strong physical cultivation, this lock would probably have squeezed my heart alive. During the escape, we can only temporarily suppress it. Not good. Just now, I was entangled by the black spider witch curse, causing a distraction and slowing down the calculation of the navigation path by half a second. This meteorite cannot be completely avoided. Annotated interference system fully open. Attention to power system damage, energy shield damage. It's just that 90% of the power runes have collapsed. Next, the Schwangu battle armor will appear. Ha ha ha, he can't escape anymore. His escape pod collapsed and exploded. How could I dare to charge into the Storm Prison Star Thief Squad alone with just such a small escape pod? Next, let those who come after you regret it. Annotation: the blood-red long banner flame condenses into a blocking effect and also has a certain psychological attack effect. What's dragging behind that? What is this crystal armor? Hee hee, the game has just begun. In the gravel belt of the Taiyuan Star Domain. Show me how impressive it is with all its fancy decorations. If you're not afraid of death, just come ahead. Annotation on the special combat stimulant in the Burning Spider Nest Star. Kill it. Kill him. Hee hee, who killed who? Maybe. How can it be? Deep in the starry sea. All cabins except the power cabin are drained and injected with inert foam. Hurry up, have everyone withdrawn. Note: inert foam is used to put out fires and temporarily repair the hull. The nature of the hull is stable and the viscosity is very strong. It is very difficult to ignite. Attack on the blood rain. Within the blood rain number. Quickly turn on the magnetic field interference system to its maximum. Heavy firepower unleashes full-scale fire. No way, it won't explode unless it explodes from inside the starship or hits the ammunition and fuel tanks directly. Quickly avoid it. We can't escape it. Our flagship is still being repaired and is being relentlessly pursued by so many reckless cultivators. Our computing power is completely unable to concentrate on maneuvering and dodging. It's really too late. Our interference system played a role and avoided the key points. But dozens of members of the Bighorn Armor Division rushed in. Crazy. How dare Laydallo be so crazy? All the elite armors who are on their way, stop pursuing now and return to the Blood Rain defense vessel. I killed my son and still want to play me between my palms. I can't let you run away. This won't work. Too much computing power has been consumed to slay the Star Thief. If there is a slight delay in calculating the gravel orbit, it will collide. It's not good. The black spider death curse in my body seems to be about to strike again. What happened? Why did these guys stop? Did someone come to support? The flagship of the Blood Rain in the rear is under attack and needs support to quickly resolve the situation. Remote exploration mode. This commotion is due to a fierce battle occurring tens of thousands of kilometers away. There must be a problem behind the Star Thief fleet. It's the Bighorn Armor Division. Haha, this crazy man from Harley Continent. I don't even remember how long it hasn't been since I left the Tianyuan realm and fought so happily again. Come on. It seems that my subconscious is still looking forward to a big kill. I could run faster and shake off the Star Thief. They may not necessarily turn around again to cause trouble for the Bighorn Armor Division. I choose to hang them leisurely, hoping that they can catch up. Every time I give it my all and finally defeat an incredibly powerful enemy, the unparalleled pleasure after surviving for another second is simply the most thrilling enjoyment. Only when we are on the brink of death in the next second can we fully extract the flavor of this second of life. The feeling of walking on a tightrope over the Yahello Spring is really wonderful. My path of cultivation is like this. Wave a blade of blood and sprinkle it on the galaxy, cutting a path through the sky between this second of life and the next second of death. Those life and death moments, now when I reminisce, I can feel more and more that life is so hot and beautiful. The action time of the burning agent is about to pass. Annotation: after the end of the drug's effect, it will cause a brief low tide and the injection cannot be repeated in a short period of time. He's not building a foundation, he's a high-level one. Building a base period peak. Hurry up. The fugitive died. Ah. It's Feng Shui. Feng Shui personally took charge. The golden elixir of strength descends with heavy rain and wind. And the gravel star belt. You destroyed one of my starships and killed my son. It's me. Kill him. Kill him. Annotation: the devil weeping spear has powerful spiritual attacks. Get ready to die. This cunning villain finally took action himself. Eat me a long gun. What a terrifying mental attack. Fortunately, I have the tree of memory, otherwise it would have been difficult to resist such a strange supernatural power. Cough cough, the full force strike of the golden pill powerhouse is so powerful. His crystal armor and weapons also have strong power and eerie supernatural abilities. The 36 stratagems are the best strategy. My strength has reached the high level of building foundations. If I seize the moment of fierce fighting spirit, I can even briefly enter the peak state of building foundations. I thought with the assistance of the Xuangu battle armor, even if I were a Jidan cultivator, I would have the power to fight. Now I realize the huge gap between Jidan and Jingdan. Do you think you can escape? This old dog with a keen sense of smell is chasing so closely. We can only use meteorites to block it. If this continues for at most 5 minutes, I will be heavily locked in by wind and rain. I still have some crystal bombs in my Chinkuan ring that can be borrowed from the terrain here. Come on. I overestimate my abilities. Haha, do you think this can deceive me? I want to escape to Taiyuan Star. Do you think I dare not break into the forbidden zone of this cultivator? No, the other party is an explosive expert. I'm not fooled. The sudden stop caused muscle and bone strains. The phantom just now was a cover-up when he set a trap. He was injured and fled, but it was just a bait to lure me. It really exploded. Who is it that can control hundreds of crystal bombs hidden in meteorites to explode simultaneously? That's really calculating. These crystal bombs are not terrifying, but within the planetary halo of iron origin, this star-level defense treasure array is still unstoppable even with only one power left to trigger. If I chase after or hesitate for half a second and fall into this black dust. Who exactly is this person? He's even crazier than the Thunder Continent. Feng Shui, our detection crystal eyes scattered at the edge of the Iron Yuan star domain have found 2 cultivator starships accelerating towards us. What's so fast? I wasted too much time on this mysterious person. How is the situation with Blood Rain? It's very chaotic. These lunatics are running around inside the Blood Rain ship. Just now, a strike team of 7 or 8 people almost jumped onto the bridge. If we spare no effort, can we eliminate all the bighorn armorers who infiltrated the Blood Rain within 3 hours? 3 hours. If you spare no effort, there is a 50% chance. Abandon the Blood Rain and retreat with all key characters according to Plan 4. Once all key figures are evaluated, detonate the Blood Rain. Why give up on Blood Rain? Damn it, it made me so embarrassed. I must shatter you into countless pieces. Medical cabin in 1 month. Although we forced the Blood Rain to self-destruct in the end, only 2/3 of the 400 armored divisions that launched the charge survived, Captain. Now we only have a group of elderly, weak, sick, and disabled people left, and even the mothership has been blown up. There's only half a breath left until the entire army is wiped out. Did you find Li Yao? Hey. A studio. He was originally an ordinary repairman in the Bighorn Armor Division. He shone brightly on the empty mountain sword and was kidnapped by the Star Thief along with Huangfu Xiaoya. It was he who single-handedly disrupted the entire battle situation, causing the Golden Elixir powerhouse to suffer heavy losses and ultimately fail. It was also him who fought for the escape time of Huangfu Xiaoya and let the cultivation world know about the existence of Huangfu 11 and Changqing Hall. Taiyuan Star Domain. After the war, the cultivation world sent starships several times, but they couldn't find any trace of Li Yao. As if he had been buried in the planetary halo and turned into cosmic dust. Mom, who is that? That's our hero. In a room. Are you still alive, Li Yao? Where exactly are you? Conference room of Dongzhou Star Domain Dianpai headquarters. In order to cultivate backbone forces to fight against the various sects of Changqing Hall, they have taken out treasures of heavenly materials and earth treasures that have been preserved for 100 years, as well as previously undisclosed extraordinary skills and techniques. Of course, we should be extremely cautious with such limited training quotas. Although this disciple tried hard, his bones were still a bit lacking. What about this one? Both in terms of military achievements, intelligence, and strength, Zhuo Xiaohu is well-deserved. Is it okay to choose him as the third specially trained secret disciple of our sect? But Zhuo Xiaohu and our faction only signed a 10-year contract. If he can become a member of the secret sect and obtain the true secret sect of our sect, with a large amount of resources tilted towards him, why is it difficult for him to change the contract? I am here to bid farewell to all the seniors. Hello, sect leader. Hello, elders. Zhuo Xiaohu, you want to terminate your contract and leave the Dian sect. What? You want to terminate the contract now? Yes. When I joined the Dian sect, I told the sect leader that I would only stay here for 10 years. But it's only been 7 years now, and we've just decided to promote you to a secret disciple. Next, you can receive careful guidance and richer resources from the quasi-elemental infant powerhouse. Master, I remember there was this clause when we signed the contract. Whenever and wherever the Bighorn Armor Division is in danger or in need, I can leave as long as I pay a penalty for breach of contract. The penalty for breach of contract is quite substantial here. You can use a crystal brain to test it. I know you are an orphan rescued by Thunder Continent, but if you want to repay kindness, we can find a different way to repay it. Hello, please consider that the Dian sect is one of the strongest sects in the Flying Star Realm, apart from the sect of the Heavenly Holy City. Xiaohu, over the past 7 years, Dian has treated you very well. You should be well aware of it. I promise you that as long as you stay in the Dian sect, we can do our best to help the Dajiao Armor Division rebuild. Sorry, Master. Everyone has treated me very well, and I also love everything in the Dongzhou Star Domain. But I really can't wait any longer. I can't even wait for a second. I'm going home now. Goodbye to the leaders and elders of the Dajiao Armor Division. Chang'an Star Domain Jinghong College No. 1 Shooting Range. He is the legendary white-haired Gun King. That's right, he's the legendary top expert of Jinghong Academy, the white-haired Gun King Lu Dian. But that was 2 years ago. But his hair isn't white, it's wax yellow, like a bird's nest. It is said that when he is fully focused on shooting, his psychic energy will surge and cause his hair to instantly turn white. But since he accidentally triggered a gun explosion while practicing 2 years ago, his hands and people have become useless, and now he only knows how to drink. Poor thing. I don't know how sad it would be for this former genius to lose his hands. White-haired Gun King, do you still remember me? More than 2 years ago, I had a battle with you and lost by over 2,000 points. But in the past 2 years, I haven't been drinking and decadent all day long, but have been practicing crazily. Do you want to compete again, Gun King? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot that you, the legendary white-haired Gun King of Jinghong Academy, have been banned for a long time. Don't pay attention to that useless thing, baby. I'll teach you how to adjust your gun grip posture to ensure that you... What are you doing? What are you causing trouble, you drunkard? 1-minute obstacle rapid shooting score of 16,553 points. This. Over 16,000 points. Should we be so exaggerated? Compared to Lu Dian's record, it has doubled. Isn't it too powerful? Did you see who typed it? Hello, Senior Brother Lu. I am from the Firearms Department of MSI University. I heard that you accidentally lost both hands 2 years ago and have been in a state of decline ever since. But now it seems that you haven't been deposed. Why are you hiding your strength? I entered Jinghong Academy just to find a place with unlimited bullets and firearms to practice shooting quietly. Since I swept the records here, those powerful families have come to recruit me, which is very annoying. But only by constantly exchanging ideas can we improve our strength. The competition between tigers is just a sparring between tigers and domestic cats, and biting each other is just a waste of time. So you pretend to be a useless person just to avoid harassment. But it's said that you're so drunk all day long that you can't even hold a gun and haven't seen you practice. I work as a firearms administrator here and see so many targets and bullets flying around every day. I practice guns efficiently in my mind. Lu Dian, where are you going? Do you have time to have a meal together? I'm calling. No need, I'm rushing home. Return to the Dajiao Armor Division. Wanquan Star Domain. On a street. Xiaoji, Let's go, hurry up. I still need a lot of dishes to wash and a lot of beef to chop. Don't stand here and get in my way. Sorry, Zhou Xiaohu has gone back, and Lu Dian has also gone back. They are my best brothers, and the Dajiao Armor Division is my home, so I have to go back too. Xiao Gao, I often hear you talk about going to Tiger Kill Camp. I know you're good brothers, but you are different from them. They are powerful cultivators. You're just an ordinary person. You can't even beat me and only know how to cook beef noodle soup. What's the use? I am an ordinary person, but the Bighorn Armor Division always needs a few chefs, and the chefs may not necessarily need cultivators. Don't go, it's better. If Dad can't do it for 2 years, he'll give you this shop. Usually, that's just to keep you and me from being so weak. Xiao Gao, what are you doing? No, you. 3 years. What, have you been sick for 3 years? If I'm still alive in 3 years, I'll come back and marry you. Let me settle down first. Marry your grandmother, I will get married tomorrow. Don't expect me to wait for you. Half a month later, a spiritual spring sanatorium will be located in the Qianfan Star Domain. Didn't I say that this temple in Dajiao couldn't accommodate you, all the demons and monsters? How far did you go, how far did you roll, and why did you come back? Captain, after experiencing the colorful world outside, we felt that the Bighorn Armor Division was better, so we rolled back again. Yes, Captain, do you still need people? Dajiao, now there's not even a starship with my medical expenses, or someone else can't afford to raise you livestock. Where did you come from? Get lost. Not lacking. We won't leave unless you beat us up. But it seems that you probably can't beat us now. You guys are all getting fatter. Captain, don't stare at us like this. You are now a critically ill patient who is barely alive. Hello, take care of yourself. Bighorn Armor Division and us. Xiao Gao, what are you doing here? What are you causing trouble with them? I also want to return to the group, but I am an ordinary person. I just want to ask if Gao Jun is of any use to the Bighorn Armor Division. If the Bighorn Armor Division doesn't need me at all, I'll leave now. Xiao Gao, who dares to say that you are useless to Dajiao? When I was a child, every time I was tortured to exhaustion by the captain uncle, as soon as I ate the chicken wings you grilled, I immediately felt refreshed. That's right. In recent years, I've been wandering around without a high fever. Chicken wings and beef noodles taste like chewing wax in everything I eat. Not even natural resources and treasures cannot be eaten. When it comes to cultivation, they are all weak and lack any enthusiasm. Team leader. Team leader. Team leader. Little Gall Electric Howling Tiger and everyone else, I need you all. Each of you, whether you are cultivators or ordinary people, is very useful to the Great Horn Armor Division. Welcome back to the Dajiao Armor Division. Welcome back home. Go home. Oh, everyone is together again. Long live the Great Horn, long live the Tiger Killing Camp. Okay, since there are so many people, Big Horn's next mission can start now. Wow, there's a new mission coming up so soon, but no one will hire us even if we don't have a boat. It's not hiring, it's our own task. We need to go somewhere and find someone. Where are you going to find Li Yao? Yes, go to the forbidden area of a cultivator and find someone who can be a lifelong brother. Lotus King, a storm disguised as a fishmonger. Why don't you eat the food here? It's a bit unappetizing. For those who pursue the great path, everything in the mundane world is fleeting, and what they eat makes a difference. It's not your fault for the final defeat in this battle. Tactically, you executed it perfectly. The responsibility for the decision error caused by external factors should be borne by me. Lotus King. What I care about is that you are still worried about your only son being killed and your emotions influencing your judgment. I thought you had cut off all the dust, but it doesn't seem like that. Lotus King, I really couldn't cut off all the dust. It is said that cutting off the dust fate leads to ascending to immortality, but how difficult it is to cut off the dust fate and how difficult it is to achieve the great path. This father-son dust fate will eventually be cut off, otherwise how can you peek into the true face of cultivation? But I only have one son who has already died, how can I kill him? Son can be reborn. That Li Yao. You don't have to worry about that person. Your next job is to expand your power on Spider Nest Star and become a true overlord. But my current strength and prestige have been severely damaged, and I am so weak that it cannot be further enhanced. Sometimes weakness is also a kind of strength. That Li Yao, who was just a foundation-building cultivator, made you lose face and suffer casualties. Isn't it because you think he's weak? If he were a Jidan, would you still fall for him? You can release the false news of being seriously injured now, and those with malicious intentions should also appear. You play another scene of betrayal and separation with Lady Zune, making everyone think you are alone. We'll give a thunderous blow once the opponent's cards are out. Draw up a plan and budget for me within 3 days. How many people do you need and how much does it cost? With the words Lotus King, I will definitely take down the entire Spider Nest Star. But Li Yao, please pay close attention to this son, the Lotus King. He is indeed ruthless, cunning, and cunning. You don't have to worry about this matter. Do you know why I suggested you set the battlefield in the Tetsahara Star domain back then? Our people are on the planet Taiyuan. He landed on the planet Tetsahara, seeking his own path to death. Li Yao, you can't escape. I will definitely make sure you die without a place to bury yourself. The border of Shanghai. The spark disguised for hunting. Spark inside. This disguised hunting lasted for 20 minutes to suppress a low-level starship. Our firepower distribution is not very precise, and we should redesign the crystal magnetic gun positions. Found Li Yao. Annotation: Professor Mo Xian, the founder of the Xuangu Plan and former head of the refining department at the Great Wilderness War Institute. 10 minutes later. So now we are facing two choices. One thing is that it's not our responsibility, and it's up to the cultivators and immortals in the Flying Star Realm to fight to the death. Secondly, we will participate in it and fight against the cultivators in the Flying Star Realm together. The Changqing Palace has a huge strength and has been dormant for thousands of years. There must still be successors, but we only have this spark ship. These cultivators are actually demon cultivators from the Tianyuan realm. They were once in cahoots with the demon cultivators. Li Yao has already made enemies with the Changqing Palace. If these cultivators occupy the Flying Star Realm, they will definitely dig 3 feet deep to find him. If the resources in the Flying Star Realm are abundant and spiritual energy is abundant, the chances of finding the same world again are slim, and one may even get lost in 4-dimensional space. And to strengthen ourselves, we will definitely need to use higher-level divine powers and treasures. These things can only be found in the central area of the Flying Star Realm. As long as we keep strengthening, one day we will need to make contact with one of the factions in the Flying Star world. I believe that if we fight alongside the Flying Star cultivators now to resist the cultivators, so in the future, the Flying Star cultivators will also stand with us and work together to level the Blood Demon realm. Okay, then let's sail towards the Tetsahara Star domain while modifying the Spark and hunting down starships to accumulate combat experience. According to the analysis, Li Yao is highly likely to make an emergency landing on the Iron Yuan Star, and perhaps we need to break into the Iron Yuan Star to rescue people. Taiyuan Star. Oh, I'm going to die. Hoo-hoo, I'm really tired. What's going on? The ground is shaking. What is it? Eat me a knife. The appearance of this giant insect is surprisingly hard. Try to break through from within. Try my 6-tube rotating cannon. The vitality is so tenacious. Even if it breaks into two, it will struggle for a while. Half an hour later. The crystal bullets are almost depleted. We need to find a solution quickly, even if it means finding some materials. There are many good things in this monster's body, haha, all in my precious Qiankuan ring. Hey, this Iron Yuan Star is too desolate. It's really not a place for people to live. Such terrain and landforms are by no means naturally formed. It should have been thousands of years ago when a massive meteor shower hit the planet Iron Yuan. Some of the larger meteorites directly fell onto the surface of the planet Iron Yuan, turning into these strange meteorite mountains. Other smaller meteorites transformed into shock waves during violent impacts, leaving behind deep and bottomless craters. This doesn't seem to be naturally formed. It should be some kind of model used to absorb and utilize spiritual energy. These meteorites seem to be artificially refined treasures. What kind of world is this? It's so desolate, it's even more ferocious than the dark abyss deep in the wilderness. In an hour. It's full of crises here. Let's go back to our old place and rest first. Don't let other monsters occupy the cave that was finally found. There are no signs of entanglement around the thorns, so it seems safe here. Hold it. Here you go. It's really desolate. Without a gathering tower, we can't receive information or emit signals. This place is like an isolated island in the vast starry sea, completely cut off from the outside world. I don't know why this black spider witch curse actually suppressed my strength. No, it's too dangerous here. I need to make another impact. Gas refining period, 1 layer, 4 layers, 7 layers. During the refining period, there are 9 floors, 11 floors, and 13 floors. Annotation, Soul Burning Method Impact Chi Training Period Limit. Peak of Gas Refining Period. Annotated Impact Foundation Construction Boundary. The spiritual energy still cannot condense. This black spider witch curse is really fucking weird. It seems to be connected to my heart and cannot be forcibly removed. I thought even if the assassination attempt was unsuccessful, I could hide in the planetary halo and wait for rescue. I never thought the shock wave after detonating the planet's halo would be so powerful that it would directly knock me into the gravitational range of Iron Origin. The Xuangu battle armor suffered severe damage and lost most of its power, so it had to make an emergency landing on the Iron Yuan Star. The most challenging problem I am currently facing is this eerie black spider witch curse. If this talisman directly attacks my brain domain, I can completely eliminate it with the power of Riezi's divine soul. But this witch spell seemed to have spirituality and actually hid near my heart, turning into a strange shackle. Although this shackle does not hinder me from fighting, every time I unleash my strength to build a base, it unleashes a sinister force that I can never break through. However, being imprisoned in the chi refining period by this black spider witch curse may not necessarily be a bad thing. It has been less than 5 years since I awakened my spiritual roots and became a cultivator, and now I have risen to the higher level of the foundation building foundation. occasionally unleashing the peak of the foundation building's combat power. From the initial stage of foundation construction to the middle stage, it relied on the spiritual inheritance of the elemental infant, old monster, iron god, and strict ruler. The breakthrough from the middle stage of foundation construction to the higher stage occurred in the vortex of true spiritual fusion star flow. Breaking through hastily without a solid foundation due to fast cultivation speed may not necessarily be a good thing for future cultivation. The method of burning souls that I have practiced will soar to the sky, requiring accumulation and hibernation. However, one day, I will eventually break free from the shackles and soar to the sky. How should I go down the road below? The black spider witch curse, with its heavy shackles, may be my opportunity. Let's take a look at how much of my belongings are left first. The power symbol array and reactor cauldron behind the Xuangu battle armor have been severely damaged and almost scrapped. Must undergo major repairs to restore combat effectiveness. The demon beasts of Taiyuan Star are also extremely difficult to deal with. Where can I find a place to repair crystal armor in this desolate and uninhabited land? The crystal has also been depleted, and both the fierce blood blade and the purple electric green dark claw have suffered varying degrees of damage. Fortunately, the supplies plundered from Feng Ming's body have not been touched yet, and there is still sufficient food and water. Otherwise, we would have run out of ammunition and food. Xiaolong ship. Black winged sword. Pain, pain, pain. Xiao Hei, don't make a fuss. Now you're the only ones accompanying me. I've been through so much wind and rain all the way, why am I so tired on the Iron Yuan Star? I will definitely be able to repair the Xuangu battle armor, find the starship, and charge out of the Iron Origin Star. Coming. With such a big commotion and spiritual energy fluctuations, we should encounter indigenous people this time, right? Go ahead. I don't know if we can gather useful intelligence this time. Xiaolong launched an attack. There is movement ahead. They should be the alchemists mentioned by Huangfu Xiaoya. Unfortunately, I dare not let the Xiaolong ship get too close. I don't know what kind of people they are. These guys only have the strength during the refining period. This is a group of Qi refining period cultivators. Although they are all combat-type cultivators, there is nothing to be afraid of. These alchemists have such a large fleet of vehicles just for hunting, and they must have facilities for refining and maintaining treasures in their base. Anyway, we still need to get in touch with the Qi practitioners here. At present, the strength of this group of people is not strong. Whether to talk, fight, or flee, I can still take the initiative. I need to set it up first and then make a disguise. Fortunately, the disguise weapon obtained from Feng Ming is quite convenient. They actually used the True Qi magic weapon. Annotation on the treasure of True Qi, a treasure developed by humans during the late Dark Age when they first regained their lost cultivation civilization. The cultivator inhales the spiritual energy of heaven and earth into the body, refines it into true energy, and then shoots it out to drive a series of complex mechanical devices. During periods of low conversion rate of true Qi in this type of magic weapon, a large amount of exhaust gas, black smoke, and deafening noise will be emitted. This steel war beast is indeed much less efficient than the common flying shuttle cars in the cultivation world. But it was filled with a savage and violent aura that swept through everything. This Qi trainer doesn't look much different from the residents of Starry Sky in appearance. This knight has 2 huge rivets embedded in his chin, with 2 circular runes engraved on them. I don't know what their purpose is. Wearing wrist guards on his hands, with bone spurs embedded on top. Who came here? Fortunately, we can communicate. That's the emblem of the Liang Alliance. Annotation: one of the 6 major sects of the Heavenly Holy City in the Scorching Sun Alliance, and also one of the most powerful cultivation sects in the Flying Star world. Why does the emblem of the Scorching Sun Alliance appear on the flag of the alchemist? Are you planning to start fighting directly? Who are you? What kind of person? What are you doing here alone? Who are you? You're not an Iron Man, you're a Flying Star Man. I do come from Starry Sky because of an accident that forced me to land on the planet Tetsahara. I also want to leave here as soon as possible, so I hope to make a deal with you. I need a maintenance workshop with a refining furnace, some natural materials, earth treasures, and reinforced alloys. Ordinary metal minerals are also acceptable. I am an alchemist. If you can provide me with the necessary materials and facilities, I can help you repair and refine your treasures. You can refine magic weapons. You are a cultivator. That's right, I am a cultivator. A cultivator is a cultivator. These traitors shamelessly returned to the Iron Origin Star. You cowards still have the face to return to the Iron Origin Star. I will never make a deal with you traitors, the Sun Tribe. Kill him, kill this traitor. We will never make a deal with traitors. What does traitor coward mean? Everyone, go back and capture this cultivator. Let the people in the tribe see what kind of cowards were like when they fled from battle. Cowardly person. The traitor caught him. Who dares to take action? My strength has reached the peak of the refining period, and you are no match for me. I just want to make a deal and leave here as soon as possible. What is the pinnacle of the chi refining period? How powerful it must be to reach the peak of chi refining. How could someone possibly reach the pinnacle of chi cultivation? What a group of frogs in the well who haven't even heard of the peak of chi refining. What nonsense! The peak of the chi refining period must be deceiving people. Everyone, go catch him together. The soul-burning technique soared to the sky, reaching its peak during the chi refining period. Then let me show you the pinnacle of the chi refining period. If you want to have a fight, then come on. This is the pinnacle of the chi refining period. It feels really impressive. That's right, can we talk properly now? Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha, the pinnacle of chi refining. What's this reaction? It doesn't feel right. The world of chi refining is vast and profound. I dare not say that I have reached the peak of the chi refining period even though I have practiced Yin Chi Hua to the 57th level. And you, this miscellaneous fish, only have 14 levels of chi refining stage. How dare you boast about the peak of chi refining stage? It's ridiculous. If the 14th level of chi refining is the peak, then there are plenty of peaks in my team. That's right, we are all at the peak of the refining period. What the hell is 57th up to? Isn't the chi refining period only limited to the 14th level realm? This is common sense. Could it be that they never thought about building foundations and running wildly all the way on the path of refining gas? No wonder he's called a chi refiner. Today, I will show you the invincible power of the chi refining period. How about this? It's the powerful 57th weight during the refining period. The diameter of the 57th level spiritual energy domain is only 50 to 60 meters. The ultimate spiritual realm of a cultivator during the chi refining period is only 20 meters, which is the law of the Great Way. The spiritual energy outside the spiritual realm is of no use except to scare people when displayed. Is it true that whoever unleashes more spiritual energy is more powerful? Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Their roar made me dizzy and my mind go wild. Is this a special type of sonic attack? Something's wrong. No way, this is spiritual resonance. This is using resonance to harness the spiritual energy outside the realm. These guys can unleash combat power comparable to that of a foundation cultivator through spiritual resonance. What kind of divine power is this? It's not good, Xiaoe. Hurry up and escape. Fly high, little black. True gas cannon firing. These weapons have rough designs, rudimentary runes, and low efficiency in utilizing crystals. However, they are quite large. It's also quite powerful. The fragments of thunder pierced my body. Surprisingly, there is still this type of attack mode. Quick little black, turn the direction and fly close to the ground. Chase after him and catch him. The explosion generated heavy airwaves that strongly interfered with the surrounding spiritual energy, greatly affecting the flight of the black-winged sword. Catch up with him. Haha, you can't escape. Lousy is a man born for racing, and he is the strongest driver on the planet of Tetsahara. Really? That's really embarrassing. Come and taste this. Blast. Fish, please stop for me. Don't run away. A fool wouldn't run. The next day at dawn, behind a rock at the foot of the mountain, the Xiaolong has discovered over 30 fleets of the Sun Tribe, and they have deployed thousands of troops to search the wilderness. No wonder Tetsahara Star has become a forbidden zone for cultivators. Even if the Yuanying old monster were to personally face thousands of chi refiners who are crazily resonating, it would still feel a headache, wouldn't it? I have been searching for ways to break through the black spider which curse and reach higher realms. What if I, like these alchemists, break through the so-called peak and continue to cultivate during the chi refining period? During the chi refining period, 100 levels can completely shatter the black spider which curse, right? Look, the previous chi practitioners were not very old either. I have cultivated to the advanced level of building a base period. As long as I master the tricks, I should be able to quickly cultivate. These alchemists' bodies must have been strengthened, otherwise they would not be able to withstand so much true chi. But their prejudice against cultivators is too deep, and I'm afraid they won't teach me the secret of chi refining. We need to find a way to learn these two divine powers from our hands. Operation Plan 1 failed to launch Operation Plan 2. It's time to unleash your acting skills again. Perspective of the JF-17 Dragon on the wilderness. These smoke columns are definitely man-made, which means there is a gathering place for alchemists here. At present, we can no longer deal with the alchemists of the Riang tribe. There is no spirit network message on the Iron Yuan star, and it will not be transmitted quickly. The vigilance of other tribes' alchemists should not be too high for the time being. Come, Xiao Hei. From now on, I am a native of the Iron Origin planet. Next, we will meditate on the ancestors of humans, the savage beasts of the primordial times. Stimulate the genes left deep in their cells to release powerful primordial forces. Next, while learning the speaking style of the alchemist, we will move westward. It's better to polish it more roughly and wildly. 2 days later, in a cave. As long as you charge up to the 100 levels of chi refining, I can even kill any golden elixir yuanying in the starry sky for you to see. I can't do it. It doesn't have the silly and stunned taste of yin chihua. It feels a bit lacking. In 4 days' time. The path of the strong is the Vietnam War. The stronger you become, as long as you cultivate until the chi refining period and reach 10,000 levels, I will even explode the sun. No, their acting skills are exaggerated and superficial. They still don't look like Yin Chihua. What should we do? We can't just keep silent. 6 days later. It seems like I exerted too much force. The Iron Man is not a wild man who drinks blood recklessly. They have a high level of civilization. Yeah, it's better to pretend to be a wild man wandering on the wilderness for many years than to pretend to be an chi refiner and be asked for flaws in a few words. There are many dangerous plants on the wilderness that can destroy a person's vocal cords if eaten. There are many demon beasts whose venom can also deprive humans of their language ability. It's normal to struggle alone on the wilderness for 10 or 20 years without being able to speak. Next, I need to find a smaller gathering place for alchemists to further gather intelligence and make plans. Night. The Xiaolong has detected a small village more than 80 miles southwest. The danger shouldn't be high. I'll go check tomorrow. On the other side of Meteorite Mountain, there is a true chi tank approaching. Could it be the pursuers of the Sun Tribe? In a narrow cave at night. Who exactly is it? Perspective of the Xiaolong. It's the emblem of the Wild Bear Club. Annotation: one of the 6 major sects of the Mad Bear Heaven Holy City, with strength surpassing that of the Sun Alliance. This young man actually galloped alone in the dangerous wilderness at midnight. No, There's something chasing after him from behind. It's an imperial sand scorpion. Kill. Wow. Look at the moves. You can't believe it. This young man is only a few years old and has already reached the chi refining stage for more than 10 layers. What kind of monster is this? I am Woman from the Mad Bear tribe, the adopted son of Xiong Wuji, and a true warrior of the Iron Plains. I'm not one of those cowards in the sky. Let's fight, you bastard. TSK, 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 this young man's emotions are very unstable. Does the Wild Bear tribe really have some connection with the Wild Bear? The battle situation is unfavorable. The only weakness is that at the moment when the tail poison needle is shot, a gap will slightly open at the junction of the shell in the middle of its body, exposing the fatal point. This Emperor Sand Scorpion is one of the most ferocious monsters I have ever encountered on the Iron Yuan Star. This is the precious experience I gained from severely damaging my Xuangu battle armor here. Obstructive. The corrosiveness of the venom in this stone is truly terrifying. The struggle before death. 3 minutes later. This is a good material for refining equipment, we can't waste it. Who are you? Wait for me to think about how to create a suitable identity. Not good. Annotation on the Mother Emperor Sand Scorpion. Is there a mistake? It turns out that 2 Emperor Sand Scorpions, one male and one female, are walking together. An hour later, in a cave. Uncle, hold on and don't die. When killing the second Emperor Sand Scorpion, it was still pierced by its tail venomous needle. This nerve agent would require a regular cultivator to lie down for at least 10 days and a half months. Even if I use all my spiritual energy, it will take a day to repair it. But I finally survived. Uncle, are you awake? Great. You must persevere. I have already set off a distress fireworks display, and soon someone will come to rescue us at home. My name is Umayama Yen. Don't worry, my adoptive father is the leader of the Mad Bear tribe, the first warrior of the Iron Yuan 6 tribes, Xiong Wuji. My mother is the best doctor in the Wild Bear tribe. When we return to the Flying Bear City, she will definitely be able to cure you. Isn't that so? With such a big head, it must be much more powerful than that Yen Chi Hua. You have such a valuable identity, why don't you stay in Feixiong City and come out in the middle of the night to kill some monsters? I'm not ready yet to deal with opponents in the ranks of the first warrior in the Tetsahara 6th Division. Never mind, I can't run now. Let's fix the damaged neural network first. Half an hour later. It's so noisy. Dad Bear, we're here. 20 minutes later, on the wilderness. Inside the cabin. Power room. These big men all have the strength to refine at least 10 layers of chi. Where are you taking me? On the wilderness. Inside the true chi tank. Shocking me to death. Is this the way to deliver energy to machinery? I didn't sneak away. I went to hunt monsters. I'm already in the 11th stage of chi refining. I want to prove to everyone that I am a warrior from Taiwan, and I also want to participate in the War of the Apocalypse. You are not a child, yet you have caused serious injuries to others. Is Uncle Xiong okay? He's really amazing. In the 13th and 14th stages of chi refining, he actually killed 2 Emperor Sand Scorpions with a half-bone stick. He was seriously injured and poisoned by scorpion venom. Most people die early. However, he is very strong and his body is slowly recovering. Looking at the old scars on his body, you can tell that he didn't die so easily. It seems that the other party has not yet discovered any flaws and has no hostility. Anyway, I have to hurry up and heal my injuries. The next morning. Is it daylight yet? This city is truly magnificent. Feixiong City. The style of this ruins is similar to the urban style of the Qinghai Empire period. It seems that this place should have been destroyed by disaster and turned into ruins. Later survivors relied on the ruins to build a new city. Is that an industrial area over there? I sense a faint fluctuation of fire-based spiritual energy. It should be the place where Feixiong City refines treasures, right? Someone has arrived. Where will we go next? To the medical department. Half an hour later. There is a herbal aroma. Is this the hospital in Feixiong City? Mom, you must save this uncle. He saved me from the iron claws of 2 Emperor Sand Scorpions. Yenner, you're being reckless again. Why does this woman's voice sound a bit strange? Miss Lon, quickly take a look at how he is doing. Gu won't die, will he? You must save him. Annotation, Xiong Wuji, the leader of the Crazy Bear tribe and the first warrior of the 6 tribes of Taiyuan. This is the most powerful popular spot in the entire room. He should be the first warrior mentioned by Umayyad. This middle-aged woman must be the witch doctor from the Mad Bear tribe. Woo-woo. Lon, be careful. Warrior, do not take action. Don't be afraid, this is the Flying Bear City of the Wild Bear tribe. My name is Sha Yulon and I am a doctor. You saved my only son, and we are all very grateful to you. Can I help you check the injuries on your body first? He can't be a wild man on the wilderness, can he? I don't think you're a friend. If you can understand, let me help you check. I am just a doctor and pose no threat to you. This woman's speaking style, intonation, and audio conversion are the accents of residents of Starry Sky. 0 is amazing. My neural network repair speed has actually increased by more than 3 times. Thank you for trusting me, my friend. I will definitely cure you. Oh, hey. This is. No one on Tetsahara should recognize this thing. Does she come from the Starry Sky and know the Black Spider Witch curse? My friend, is your mind very confused? You can't even remember the past clearly. You have been poisoned by the scorpion venom of the Emperor Sand Scorpion. Although you are gradually recovering, your brain has been damaged. You may have lost some memory or even the ability to speak. I managed to fool you with such poor acting skills. Mom, you said Uncle's brain is injured. Can it still be cured? The injuries on his body can heal in a few days, but his brain is too mysterious. I can only do my best. Does Lon still know who he is? What should I do if this cannot be restored? Why do patients need to rest and go out? The tribulation is coming, and everyone is preparing to fight according to their duties. Your injuries are equally serious. Go back and rest well here with me and Xiong Dad guarding. Uncle, you must hold on. I brought something good for you to eat at noon. Okay, there's no one else now. Everyone can be open and honest about who you really are. What does she mean? Did she recognize that I'm not from the Iron Origin Star? No matter who you are, you saved my son. We are truly grateful to you. I sense a sinister aura from the tattoo on your chest, which is unique to the Black Spider Death Curse. To my knowledge, only those who kill the most elite assassin of the Black Spider Tower will be entangled by the Black Spider Death Curse. It's really unlucky. I didn't expect there to be someone on Tetsahara who knows the Black Spider Death Curse. Friend, you are a flying star, Xiao Wu Doctor, and my adopted son is also a flying star. Our Crazy Bear tribe is different from some other tribes. Can you tell me who you really are? This Sha Yulon is actually a flying star person. Judging from the injuries on your body, you must have suffered a lot on the Iron Origin Star. It's normal for you to be more vigilant. Why don't I tell you my background first and then you tell us your identity? I come from a famous family of medical cultivators in the Hungfeng Star domain. Once, a person who had been cursed with the Black Spider Death Curse came to find my father. Although I couldn't save him in the end, I remembered the aura of the Black Spider Death Curse. After my son Umayama was born, our family boarded a starship to visit our parents' home, but encountered a star thief on the way. Most of the starships in the fleet were captured by star thieves. My husband piloted an escape ship and led our family to break through. As a result, it encountered a nebula storm and was swept into the Iron Plains region. In the end, our family ran out of ammunition and food, so we had to take the risk of landing on the planet Tetsahara. The psychic launcher on the escape ship was destroyed while breaking through the planetary halo, and there is no spiritual net to communicate with the outside world. My husband risked everything to burn his soul in order to control the broken escape ship. After a successful emergency landing, he died due to exhaustion of his spiritual abilities. I and half-year-old Umayyad were stranded on the wilderness and almost killed by monsters. It was the alchemist from the Mad Bear tribe who saved us. Do you think we alchemists can still bully orphans and widows? At that time, Wumayan had not yet waned, and I was powerless. They opened up a small area in Feixiong City for us and our mother to live in. Later, the wife of an alchemist had difficulty giving birth, and I happened to meet her. I successfully saved the mother and daughter. Then more and more people came to me for treatment and saved several severely injured alchemists, and my fame also grew. Over the years, as a flying star, I have saved countless Iron Plains people. The adults of the Mad Bear tribe are now too embarrassed to speak ill of the Flying Star people in front of me. Yesterday afternoon, my son and a few companions were having a fight. During the struggle, a child spoke some inappropriate words without hesitation. You flying stars are all cowards and cowardly. I didn't expect him to sneak out alone in the middle of the night to hunt monsters and prove himself. Fortunately, you appeared, otherwise the consequences would have been unimaginable. Last night, I received a message from the Sun Tribe that a cultivator had landed on the planet of Tetsahara to make a deal with them. Among the 6 tribes of Taiyuan, the Riang tribe hates cultivators the most. As a result, the cultivator fled in panic. If I'm not mistaken, it must be you, INV. Unfortunately, I bumped into the tribe that hates cultivators the most. I thought those people with low cultivation could communicate. Our Crazy Bear tribe and the Hot Sun tribe are different. What kind of deal do you want to make? Why don't you tell us? I am in the Flying Bear City, and if Xiong Wuji is really the first warrior in the Iron Yuan 6 parts, there is no need to deceive me. After all, I also saved his adopted son. You can tell them to give it a try. I was chased by a star thief and fled into the Iron Origin star domain. Half an hour later. So the deal you're talking about is to obtain resources and repair equipment from us, and then help us refine magic weapons. That's right, I can refine some swords and knives on sight. You can tell at a glance. I believe you, but not now. I don't have enough resources and equipment to make a deal with you right now. Why? Because the heavenly tribulation is coming, all resources and manpower must prioritize responding to the battle of the heavenly tribulation. If everyone is still alive after the tribulation, let's make a deal. Didn't the heavenly tribulation happen 5,000 years ago? What is the heavenly tribulation war? The heavenly tribulation is the greatest calamity in the vast world. I'll do it. It's a long story, Brother Li Yao. In the era of the Star Sea Empire 10,000 years ago, our flying star world was once a major stronghold of the Empire. The commander-in-chief of the Imperial Expeditionary Force, Blood God Sun, has become a demon cultivator and is known as a doomsday war maniac. He instigated a war for hundreds of years and shattered the flying star realm. Despite this, there are still a large number of relics in the flying star realm that can be utilized. 6 remnants of the Empire struggle to survive in various fragmented worlds, becoming 6 major sects leading people to continue civilization with difficulty. About 6,000 years ago, the Flying Star world opened up more than 10 star domains. Taiyuan Star was the capital star of the Flying Star realm at that time, also known as the Mother Star. It was the location of the coalition government formed by the 6 major sects and the source of the Flying Star human civilization. The rapid recovery of the cultivation civilization in the Flying Star realm was our golden age. We are ready to embark on expeditions and explorations across thousands of worlds to discover more human civilizations and rebuild a grand alliance of human civilizations in the entire universe. However, just 1 year before the departure of the expeditionary fleet, the astronomy cultivators suddenly detected abnormal fluctuations heading towards the celestial realm. After observation and calculation, it has been confirmed that it is the largest of the 3 meteor showers aimed at habitable planets, heading straight towards iron origin. This is not an ordinary astronomical phenomenon, but a precise celestial disaster. Precise strike. Apocalypse is the most mysterious phenomenon in cosmology, which can be triggered when a strong person reaches a certain level of cultivation or civilization develops to a certain extent. A calamity targeting civilization often leads to the destruction of one or even multiple worlds. The astronomical cultivators in the celestial realm have made precise calculations of the celestial tribulation, and the final conclusion is that there is only a half chance that we can withstand this celestial tribulation by mobilizing all the resources in the flying star realm. What if there is only a half chance to resist? At that time, cultivators were divided into 2 factions. The first faction claims to be the home faction, advocating abandoning the outer planets and utilizing the resources of the flying star realm to refine a constant star defense array outside the home planet to resist the apocalypse. The other faction claims to be the Starry Sky faction, believing that shrinking to the iron plane star is self-destructive. Why not refine a large number of starry fortresses to become a starry civilization? The Starry Sky sect is mostly composed of members of the expedition team who gathered numerous experts from the cultivation world. The home school is composed of numerous low-level cultivators whose cultivation level is not high, but they have the support of most ordinary people. The vast and perilous Starry Sky is full of dangers, and the chances of survival for low-level cultivators and ordinary people are too low. The 2 factions are arguing endlessly, and the conflict is intensifying, coupled with the imminent calamity of heaven, almost triggering a civil war between the 2 factions. Didn't there be a coalition government in the Flying Star world at that time? No highly respected person made a decision. The government formed by the 6 factions cannot be dictatorial or arbitrary. And this choice is also for the future of the entire civilization. At that time, a series of shocking incidents also occurred. Hey, tell me. In the records of Taiyuan Star, these major cases are referred to as killing gods. Killing God. At that time, in the Flying Star realm, there were 3 powerful members of the transformed god period above the primordial infant, all of whom supported the Starry Sky sect. Amidst the conflict, these 3 deified individuals spared no effort in promoting the theories of the Starry Sky sect and seeking public support. These 3 deified individuals are highly respected, and gradually many ordinary people have turned to the Starry Sky sect. At this moment, during a meeting of the coalition government, an assassination attempt was made by a cultivator during the Qi training period on a cultivator who transformed the gods. Assassination of the transformation god during the Qi training period. Yes, the assassin is a recorder at the council, a management-type Qi refining period cultivator. She was discovered as soon as she had a murderous intent, and her purpose was not to assassinate, but to promote the position of the home faction. This assassin, in front of thousands of legislators and hundreds of millions of spectators at the council meeting, denounced the deification cultivator for abandoning his home and fleeing without fighting. She shouted and cursed loudly, saying that they would never bow down in the face of the truth that determines the fate of civilization. This is their avenue. In the face of the great struggle, no matter who the opponent is or how powerful they are, they will not back down and will fight to the end with blood. This assassin, after being taken into custody, somehow used some means to commit suicide amidst numerous prohibitions. She left a line of blood on the wall. Born in Tetsahara, died in Tetsahara. I didn't expect the Flying Star cultivators 5,000 years ago to be so passionate. This is the battle of the Great Road. It's not about strength, only about perseverance and determination. Born in Tetsahara and died in Tetsahara. From that day on, the Homeland sect had 3 Qi refining cultivators assassinate 3 shapeshifters in public every day. Their actions certainly failed, but many people were infected by the strong embrace of the homecoming faction and returned to the homecoming faction. The calamity has not yet arrived, but the civil war is about to erupt. If a civil war breaks out, it will consume a lot of resources, delay time, and completely tear apart civilization. In this way, no one can escape from the calamity. Fortunately, both sides still had a shred of rationality and reached an agreement to evenly distribute resources before the outbreak of the Civil War. Since that day, the civilization of the Star People has been divided into the Homeland and Star People, which are now known as the Iron Plains and Flying Stars. Since an agreement has been reached, shouldn't both parties coexist peacefully? Regardless of which side succeeds, it can at least preserve a portion of the spark of civilization. The impact of the heavenly tribulation is that before its arrival, it was the golden age of the Flying Star civilization, and everything was thriving. But the news of the impending calamity dragged us from the golden age into the desperate era of Black Iron. People born in the Black Iron Age have a huge gap in their understanding of the world compared to those born in the Golden Age. Imagine you were born in the Black Iron Age and knew from a young age that civilization could face a devastating blow decades later. The entire purpose of your family's survival is to build a shield. The cultivators will enter the starry sky to build planetary defense systems, while ordinary people work day and night to build underground shelters on the ground. Everyone overdraws their lives and burns their souls. However, there are other people who are actually preparing to abandon you and flee in panic. And they also took away a lot of resources. What would you think? And the new generation of the Starry Sky Clan has been told since childhood that their mission is to refine crystal warships and lead civilization to sail far and wide. Countless people have also sacrificed themselves in their work positions. If you were a member of the Starry Sky Clan, you would know that some people are afraid to explore the stars due to their stupidity and stubbornness. What would you think if they stole a lot of resources to refine a turtle shell? This is really a difficult knot to unravel. Don't talk about these useless things anymore. Let's talk about the fire-stealing operation. Before the apocalypse, the Homeland Clan finally built a defense array, but due to insufficient resources, it was only a quasi-stellar level treasure. And the Starry Sky Clan has also refined a large number of starships and star towns. Due to technological limitations, there is no ability to navigate across star domains. Just as they parted ways at the end, a theft of fire occurred. Fire theft operation. Many of the cultivation skills and equipment inherited from the Star Sea Empire could only be read and used, and could not be replicated or imitated. According to the agreement, the Starry Sky Clan will leave behind some divine powers and cultivation equipment before leaving. They secretly reached an agreement to steal all the supernatural powers and cultivation equipment that should have been left behind. But no one expected that some new generations of the Starry Sky Clan would gain some power and become the backbone of the final evacuation operation. When they were discovered, they had already piloted the starship and fled. This is too despicable, isn't it? Divine powers and cultivation equipment are the foundation of the sect. If these things are stolen, the sect cannot inherit them. No wonder there are only gas refiners left on the planet Taiwan. No wonder alchemists have such great resentment towards cultivators. The new generation of the Starry Sky Clan believes that these supernatural powers and cultivation equipment are only left as burial companions. It's better to steal it and have a higher chance of continuing civilization. However, the calamity is about to strike, and the Homeland tribe can only deal with the imminent calamity first. To everyone's surprise, the meteorite strike split into a fourth wave that pounced on the main fleet of the Starry Sky Clan. The main fleet of the Starry Sky Clan was almost completely destroyed without any defense. However, the quasi-stellar defense array still failed to completely resist the remaining heavenly tribulation. All cultivators above the Chi refining period of the hometown clan, led by a deified cultivator, fully drove the defense formation and eventually burned out their divine souls, falling one after another. Wait, didn't you say that the only 3 deified cultivators are all members of the Starry Sky Clan? The deified cultivator who was initially assassinated by the god-slaying operation stayed on the planet of Iron Origin. He said he hasn't changed his opinion, but the duty of a cultivator is to protect humanity, so he stayed behind. Later, the vast majority of shelters on the planet Taiwan were destroyed by a heavenly tribulation. The earth has been altered, and monsters have mutated. When the living return to the ground, what they see is a barren land ravaged by monsters and countless city ruins. So this is the heavenly tribulation? It's really too brutal. The cultivators above the foundation on the Iron Yuan Star have all died, and the vast majority of their divine powers and cultivation facilities have also been stolen by the Starry Sky Clan. The surviving cultivators during the Qi training period have been struggling for thousands of years without finding a way to build a foundation. What if we can't build a foundation? Even if it's only during the refining period, we can still defend our homeland. We have come to realize a new divine power through the battles with mutated monsters and the confrontation with harsh environments. The cultivators have all fled, but the alchemists remain on the Iron Yuan Star to protect their homes and the men, women, and children of this land. The cultivators did not escape, they were just trying to save civilization in another way. When the heavenly tribulation arrived, countless cultivators rode crystal warships to launch suicide attacks on the heavenly tribulation in order to allow more starry sky towns to escape. The home faction has cast a steel shield on the surface of the planet. But the Starry Sky sect forged a shield of flesh and blood with their own lives. No matter how much you boast about the bravery of your ancestors, I don't care. But I will never allow you to insult those cultivators who sacrificed heroically. I am not. What about the members who stole the divine powers and cultivation facilities, Miss Lon? At that time, the whole Flying Star world became a pot of porridge and lost the news of these fire thieves. It's been so long since they became extinct, right? What a pity. If these fire thieves can continue, they are also a force that cannot be underestimated. I didn't expect them to disappear like this. The heavenly tribulation happened 5,000 years ago. Why is there still a heavenly tribulation war now? Don't think too easily about the heavenly tribulation. The heavenly tribulation that attacked the planet Taiyuan was not just a meteorite, but an egg. The giant meteorites that appeared on the ground after the tribulation were not simply rocks and metals, but rather eggs of the tribulation. Among them, countless exotic beasts are bred, and every few years, a few eggs mature and release a large number of exotic beasts. There are even strange beasts in those mountain-like meteorites. No wonder there are a lot of strange runes engraved on it. In order to fight against the exotic beasts, the Qi refiners formed the 6 tribes of iron origin, each divided into different regions. And it was agreed that when there were signs of the maturation of the eggs of the heavenly tribulation in one of the territories, they would rush from all directions to fight against the heavenly tribulation. The several heavenly calamities encountered in the Tian Yuan realm were all small calamities targeting a certain strong person. In the early days of the Starshine Federation, some powerful individuals encountered a heavenly tribulation when they attempted to transform from a primordial infant into a divine realm. The level of cultivation civilization in the Tian Yuan realm is not high, and the knowledge of this great tribulation is unknown. I didn't expect the power of the Great Tribulation to be so terrifying that it lasted for 5,000 years without ending. What kind of monster can breed in eggs for thousands of years? Can we blow up all the meteorite mountains in advance and destroy them? These strange beasts are all born and raised monsters on the planet Taiyuan. The egg of the apocalypse is like a factory that transforms monsters into more powerful creatures through secret methods. When you were fighting on the wilderness, you probably noticed that the monsters here were mixed with many metal components inside, right? Not bad. Those demonic beasts are only slightly mutated, and the exotic beasts hatched in the eggs of the heavenly tribulation are even more terrifying. These meteorite mountains are scattered all over the Iron Origin Star, and we cannot blow them all up. Once the meteorite mountain is blasted open, countless strange beasts may pounce out in an instant. We can only become stronger on the path of refining Qi and enter the battlefield of the heavenly tribulation to slay exotic beasts. At most in 1 month, the territory guarded by our crazy bear tribe will soon have a mature egg of the heavenly tribulation. Let's wait until we've overcome this wave in a month before making a deal. Perhaps we can make a bigger deal then. What is a bigger deal? Xiong clan leader, you need to craft war weapons. I can help you refine them and fight alongside everyone else. You have to fight against the tribulation with us. Not bad, I am a cultivator. Of course, we must fight against the heavenly tribulation together. However, I have been cursed by the black spider death curse, and although my life is unharmed, my strength is imprisoned at the peak of the chi refining period. That is to say, your chi refining period of 14 is not too high on the iron origin star. I wonder if it is possible to learn some chi refining skills and hope to make a breakthrough. I will never learn for nothing. I can exchange my magical powers of refining swords and even the foundation building method. It's not a secret that the practice method of the Li Yao brothers chi refiners is determined on the iron origin star. The few cultivation techniques of each tribe in the 6 tribes of Taiyuan are publicly displayed in the main hall of their divine powers, and anyone can see them. The experts in the tribe also regularly give public lectures, and everyone can listen for free. My son Wuman is a flying star. Since he showed his cultivation talent, no one has forbidden him from practicing. There is a shortage of alchemists here, and having one more warrior gives us hope for victory in the battle of the apocalypse. However, the chi refiner's divine power is a bit weak. I was startled by their exaggerated realm when I first drifted to the planet of Tetsahara. What kind of refining period? I thought it was so strong when it weighed 50 or 80. Later on, I found out that they had not broken through so many layers during the traditional refining period. At best, it is the pinnacle of traditional gas refining that has opened up a new realm, which I call the ultimate realm. 15 levels of ultimate cultivation of chi. After reaching the ultimate realm, one can continuously expand the range of spiritual energy bursts without being bound by traditional spiritual domains. For every 1 meter increase in the diameter of the explosion range, they call it a level of elevation. This is too simple and crude, isn't it? What? Humph. Well, this classification method is easy to understand and suitable for people of all ages. It's quite good. Brother Li Yao, since you have already built a foundation, I believe your level will definitely improve soon. This may not really involve a change in the essence of spiritual energy, it's just a simple burst of gas, a constant burst of gas. But this level is a bit abstract. If we can continue to escalate like this, there is indeed a possibility of suppressing the golden elixir to rival the Yuanying. But the range of explosive gas also has its limit. For thousands of years, no one has ever broken through the 100-fold refining period. The most powerful master in legend is only 99. So there is a saying that the explosion range cannot reach a diameter of 100 meters. The wall of true chi. During the refining period, 100 layers are an insurmountable wall of true chi that cannot be broken. I don't believe in the wall of true chi. I will definitely break through the gas refining period by 100 times. Big Bear, I believe in you. But at least not a single alchemist has broken through 100 levels yet, right? Humph. The top experts in the 6 parts of Tetsahara now have over 90 refining periods. According to my observation, the combat power exerted is equivalent to building a base period, and between the high and peak stages, it has not yet reached the Dan level. The highest combat power is only at the peak of the base period. How can we resist so many demon beasts and heavenly tribulation beasts? This method of refining chi can transform into another technique of combining attacks. Numerous alchemists form a large army and their spiritual energy oscillates and stimulates each other, which can converge into a torrent of true chi. I see. The chi cultivator I encountered before utilized the spiritual energy outside the realm through this joint attack method. What I want to tell you is that the practice of chi refiners is extremely painful at the beginning, which can be called a complete transformation, peeling skin, and cramping. And there are also extremely high requirements for the strength of the divine soul. When I first joined the wild bear tribe, I also tried the secret technique of an alchemist. As a result, I couldn't even hold on to the first level and gave up. I have also experienced the pain of practicing as a chi refining master during my cultivation. That's different. Our cultivation as flying star cultivators is gradual and relatively gentle. For example, have you ever heard of a strange insect called the purple ring-sword ant? I have heard of it slightly. Then you should know how painful it must be for the purple ring-sword ant to take a bite, right? The practice process of a chi refiner is like 10 or 20 purple ring-sword ants biting into their bodies at the same time. 20 purple ring-sword ants simultaneously biting into your body, it's really painful. This is just the first level. If you want to constantly break through, the pain will gradually increase. In the end, it was equivalent to hundreds of purple ring-sword ants gnawing on it at the same time. Hundreds of them, that's a bit painful. You know how powerful it is, and you also need to maintain absolute clarity during the cultivation process. If the pain is insane and the brain is not clear, it is easy to become obsessed. Then I'm fine. It's like forcefully inserting another memory that doesn't belong to you into your brain. The torment of flesh and blood alone is already excruciating, and the mental domain of chi cultivators is also greatly impacted when practicing another divine power. If the spirit is not extremely strong, it will definitely not be able to withstand it. A slight mistake can lead to madness and loss of mind. Insert another memory into my brain domain. That is an incredibly bloody and terrifying inhuman memory that I dare not attempt. Do you still want to practice as a chi refiner? Anyway, I'll give it a try. This may be the only way to break the black spider death curse. At the beginning of the establishment of the Taiyuan Six Ministries, our ancestors swore together that they would never hide any divine powers. And we also need to use everyone's wisdom to continuously strengthen and expand our divine abilities. I don't care about your identity, I can teach you the skills of an alchemist. If you can persist, I will treat you as an alchemist. If you shrink back and flee at the beginning of the Heavenly Tribulation War, I will personally kill you. I am a cultivator, and I will let you know what a true cultivator really looks like. You should apply these ointments on your body first, and then have a good sleep. The toxins of the Emperor Sand Scorpion should not be a problem. As for your identity, we are temporarily announcing to the public that you have lost your memory. Okay, thank you. In the room at noon. This ointment is quite good. The toxins have been completely eliminated. Uncle, I said I would bring you something delicious to eat. This is the fattest and most delicious roasted beef in Feixiong City, isn't it? Uncle, you're really amazing. You were fiercely stabbed by the Emperor's Sand Scorpion and managed to recover so quickly. Uncle, my mom said you lost your memory, but you can understand what we're saying, right? If you can't remember anything, then you can't keep calling yourself uncle. Let me help you come up with a new name. It's been a long time since I've tasted such delicious food. Uncle, if you kill 2 Emperor Sand Scorpions in one breath, then we'll call you Sand Scorpion. Delicious, Uncle. After you eat and drink, I'll take you around Feixiong City. My mom said she wants to take you out and see more, maybe it will stimulate your brain and make you think of more things. By the way, Xiong said he wanted me to take you to the arsenal to choose some handy weapons. When the Heavenly Tribulation War begins, Uncle, you should also show off your skills. Half an hour later, inside the Feixiong City. Feixiong City is built around the most resource-intensive ruins, with high walls surrounding the city perimeter for defense. The people here are really strong. Uncle Sha Scorpion, this is the main urban area. The distance between urban areas is far, and many places are still blocked by ruins. We usually take the real gas rail train to travel between home, school, and factory. I am an alchemist. Get in the car, Uncle Sha Scorpion. I'll take you to the arsenal. Please go to the exclusive carriage for the alchemist ahead. He is my friend and also an alchemist. But he got injured while hunting recently. I'll help him vent his anger later. What are you venting about? This is the exclusive carriage for alchemists. We alchemists don't have to pay for tickets, we use genuine chi. An alchemist needs to fill at least one low-level real gas balloon to ride the real gas train. Just sit here. Uncle Sha Scorpion, this thing is called a real balloon. It's the most important treasure for us Iron Plains people. We Taiyuan people can be said to be a true Qi civilization that uses true Qi everywhere. Only the body of a Qi refiner can produce true Qi. Even if an ordinary person becomes a powerful warrior, they do not have true Qi in their body. In order to enable ordinary people to control the true Qi magic weapon, a great alchemist invented the true balloon a long time ago. It's like a sturdy pressure cooker that can store a lot of high-pressure real gas. We store our true Qi in real balloons and then hand them over to ordinary people. Ordinary people use it as a source of power and use some simple Qi treasures. Drink. I see. Hey there. Just a little bit missing. Another intermediate real balloon. Real balloons are divided into 3 levels: high, medium, and low. The more you exhale, the greater the pressure inside, making it harder to exhale. I only have the ability to fill a real balloon to about 60 with the strength of the 12th level during the refining period. The more full a real balloon is filled, the stronger the instantaneous burst of true Qi pressure that can be applied to some advanced true Qi treasures, which are called advanced real balloons. If the pressure is insufficient and the output of true Qi is soft and fluffy, it can only be used in civilian magic weapons called low-level true balloons. Low-level real balloon. Intermediate real balloon. Advanced real balloon. The rule of our Taiyuan 6 ministries is that ordinary people work hard in factories to earn a meager income by farming and weaving. Alchemists who are supported by ordinary people can have priority access to various resources and devote themselves wholeheartedly to cultivation and combat. And the responsibility of the Qi trainer is to slay demon beasts to fight against the heavenly tribulation and to continuously provide a large number of real balloons to contribute energy to the tribe. So we will all try to inflate as many real balloons as possible. We must break through 65 this time. Hee, another one this time. I see. The environment on Tetsahara is quite harsh. Everyone can do their best to continue the flame of civilization with difficulty. Uncle Shao Scorpion, you have already regained some language abilities. Take a look and maybe it can speed up your memory recovery. The pipes in that tower are deep underground, right? Yes, Uncle Shao Scorpion. This is the true Qi water dragon in our Feixiong city, specifically designed for drilling underground water. Since the establishment of these true energy water dragons, which completely solved the water shortage problem, the population of Feixiong city has gradually increased and now it has become one of the largest cities in the 6 parts of Taiyuan. There are many open-pit crystal veins in the Feixiong city area, which are very convenient for mining, but there is a lack of water sources. I have also seen many earth drilling treasures driven by crystal spirit energy in the Tianyuan and Feixiong realms. But the first time I saw a large magic weapon driven solely by true Qi, it could penetrate hundreds of meters deep underground. Human wisdom is like a tenacious grass. No matter how harsh the environment may be, there are always new ways to stubbornly emerge. What's that noise? This is a true Qi airship used for transportation between Feixiong City and tribal towns. The pilots of the airship are all skilled alchemists who have achieved a very exquisite level of control over true Qi. They use a special technique to make the true Qi incredibly thin, even much lighter than air. Injecting this thin true Qi into a large skin bag can make it float in the air. You can fly freely by driving the propeller with real air. However, there are many flying monsters in the sky that often attack the true Qi airship. So there will be many guards on the true Qi airship called the Flying Bear Army. That's one of the most popular professions in the Wild Bear tribe. My previous dream was to become a member of the Flying Bear Army. It's very beautiful, isn't it? However, only 6 major cities in Tetsahara Rakaku have such beautiful scenery. The 6 major cities are built on 6 ruins, with many resources and supernatural powers that can be excavated before the apocalypse, as well as huge high walls to protect them. But the towns and villages outside the 6 major cities are often invaded by monsters. A heavenly tribulation egg, once matured and exploded, could even destroy a town. The uneven development of civilization in small and medium-sized towns and rural areas cannot concentrate everyone in Feixiong City, where the resources are insufficient. There are many farmlands and mines scattered on the wasteland. The uneven development of civilization in small and medium-sized towns and rural areas cannot concentrate everyone in Feixiong City, where the resources are insufficient. There are many farmlands and mines scattered on the wasteland. These places are relatively good. Feixiong City will send alchemists to station in the area to protect ordinary people. On the other side of Tetsahara, there is a dark continent. What is the dark continent? The dark continent is the part of the world that was first hit by meteorites during the cataclysm. That is the most severely affected place, and we have also sent multiple exploration teams. It is a barren world completely destroyed by a heavenly tribulation. It is said that there are also societies where humans are extremely cruel and the law of the jungle prevails. One day, as Chi practitioners, we will expand to the Dark Continent to rescue our companions there. We've arrived at the industrial zone. Let's go. Wow. Annotation: Feixiong City Industrial Zone. The apocalypse is approaching, and all factories here are working hard to refine more war equipment. The degree of automation here is not high. The metal smelting level on Taiyuan Star is too low, and there are too many impurities mixed in the Tiankai and Dibao. It is impossible to refine the components for repairing the Xuangu battle armor within a few months with the equipment here. Just now Xiong Tu told us what kind of weapons and treasures this brother wants to use, and even if he chooses, it will be recorded in his account. Then I won't be polite. This sword is wide and thick, and its weight should be over 120 pounds. It couldn't be better to deal with monsters with sturdy shells. This is a jet-powered supersonic heavy sword with a ring of air intake holes on the hilt that leads into the sword body. It is amplified by an internal symbol array and sprayed out from one side of the sword body to accelerate the sword. During the refining period, with a weight of 17 or 18, it is easy to swing the sword blade at supersonic speed. There are also sonic knives, sonic wolf teeth sticks, sonic hammers, and the principle is the same here. I'll give it a try. Fortunately, under the thrust of the true chi burst, the speed of the sword blade instantly blasted out the sound barrier and broke through the speed of sound. Cleverly utilizing the jet principle to increase the speed of weapon wielding and maximize destructive power. This true chi weapon blade has a simple structure and is easy to maintain. It doesn't require too many natural materials and treasures, making it very suitable for cultivators during the chi refining period. It's really good. This is a crystal bomb. This is the long-handled palm thunder, commonly known as the wolf-tooth thunder. Our crazy bear tribe enjoys close combat and hand-to-hand combat, with wolf-tooth mines hanging all over our bodies. When encountering a demon beast, first throw dozens of wolf-tooth thunder to make the demon beast dizzy and lifeless, and then wave the sonic sword and sonic saber to charge forward. Kill someone in a daze and secretly chop a river of blood, only then can you feel relieved. No wonder most of the treasures on the weapon rack are sonic swords, sonic war knives, and rarely seen firearms such as wolf-tooth mines. Since it is the basic weapon of the Mad Bear Alchemist, I will start with these two treasures to see if they can be optimized. The Windstorm Assault Team and the Iron Bear Blasting Team are going to test their new treasures later. Should we go take a look? Sha Scorpion Uncle is here today. The two most powerful combat teams from the Crazy Bear tribe are going to test their magic weapons. Let's go take a look quickly. Oh, testing tool. Behind the treasure warehouse. What a strong smell of blood. These are all true masters. What a unique armor. This is an elite team formed by the Wind Assault Team, consisting of slender and light-bodied alchemists. They are wearing specially designed jet armor and can engage in sustained combat for an hour in mid-air with the help of true air jets. This jet armor is not much less agile than crystal armor. The movements are graceful and graceful. This is another elite team of the Mad Bear tribe, the Iron Bear Blasting Team. They are all powerful giants and skilled at throwing wolf fangs. Whenever the situation is deadlocked or facing powerful monsters, the Iron Bear blasting team rushes to the front. They are equipped with the most powerful iron shield armor in the tribe, each carrying hundreds of wolf tooth mines. After a fierce bombardment, even the most powerful monster can be crushed by them. That's the target. The fierce wind and the Iron Bear are the strongest fighting forces of our crazy bear tribe. The teenagers in the tribe all aspire to become members of 2 elite teams. The testing has begun. Did Uncle Sha Scorpion see the red flag in the circle? Who can take away the red flag and send it back to their headquarters, even if they win? Go ahead. We can't let them lead. Look at Lei, hey. Look out. The Iron Bear blasting team's use of Wolf Farm Thunder has reached a level of incredible skill. This explosive impact not only changed the direction of the surrounding Wolf Tooth Thunder, but also increased the speed. They actually used real bullets during testing. The daily cultivation of the crazy bear tribe is so dangerous. If you can't even endure this kind of cultivation, how can you fight against the vicious demon beasts? In terms of the combat effectiveness of the chi refining cultivators during the chi refining period alone, it is evident that the chi refining cultivators on Iron Origin have already reached their peak. Not good, it's Wolfong Lei. The activity of brain cells increases by 300 in the state of super wakefulness. Uncle Sha Scorpion, be careful. This little guy rushed forward at all costs to save me. As a result, the originally calculated evasion route was blocked by this kid. Brain cell activity increased by 500. Recalculate orientation. The evasion plan this time is that only my shoulder and right arm will be hit by 2 shrapnel and Umayyad will be safe and sound. This guy bounced away in an instant, and the impact speed was so fast. Just now, I instantly increased the activity of my brain cells to the limit, forgetting that I only have the peak strength of the chi refining period left. The brain was overstimulated, causing several cerebral blood vessels to burst in succession. Now I only have the peak of chi refining period left, and it will take a few minutes to reconnect the cerebral blood vessels together. To others, I feel like I'm scared and can't stand up. It's too embarrassing. I heard that you sneaked out last night alone to hunt monsters, only to encounter 2 Emperor Sand Scorpions and be rescued by someone. That person only used half a demon beast leg bone to kill 2 Emperor Sand Scorpions. Can't it be him? My uncle. Hee, it's too empty. Wamayan, you little one came to sneak a peek at our drill again. Why don't you stay away? I was mocked. This is scary. Okay, it's okay. Let's continue. Sha Scorpion Uncle, why did a small wolf tooth thunder scare you like this? Have you never been exposed to crystal bombs before? It's not because of you, kid. We need to focus on repairing the broken blood vessels in the brain domain in order to restore movement. You're really embarrassed now. The woman wearing white True Chi armor is the captain of the Storm Assault Team, Xiaongjinjin, a master of Chi refining stage 79. Coming from behind is the captain of the Sherming Iron Bear Blasting Team, a powerhouse in the 81-level Chi refining period. It's over. They saw such a shameful appearance. How can I have the face to join the 2 elite teams in the future? These 2 types of armor, apart from lacking crystal brain assistance in combat, have a more sophisticated increase in true energy and used than some old-fashioned crystal armor. Anyway, the Xuangu battle armor is temporarily unusable. Maybe I should also refine a set of true Chi battle armor for emergency use. 1 hour later. Uncle Sha Scorpion, please rest well. Tomorrow, I will take you to the Divine Power Hall. I can finally study and research the treasures here. Midnight. The next morning. Uncle Sha Scorpion, this is the Hall of Divine Skills. What a magnificent building. Mom, I also want to become a Chi practitioner and practice here in the future. There are also large-scale architectural complexes underground here. Although the details of this statue are not very delicate, it exudes a desolate and majestic aura. Facing United Government's number 341 New Recruit Training Camp. The predecessor of the Shintong Hall was a place where the 6 major sects united with the government to train new recruits before the heavenly tribulation, and there were many advanced cultivation equipment inside. Although the vast majority of equipment is damaged, a small portion has been repaired and replicated to become the core building of the Wild Bear tribe. The apocalypse is approaching, and many ordinary people want to test themselves again to see if they can become alchemists. Unfortunately, the vast majority of people cannot withstand the pain of the first level and can only give up helplessly. Uncle Shao Scorpion, if you can't hold on later, don't force yourself. There's no shame in it. Everything for survival. It's too uncomfortable. This is a secret medicine on the planet Taiyuan that can help children unblock their muscles and bones, laying the foundation for their future cultivation. The feeling of expanding muscles and bones is comparable to being bitten by monsters, and many children can't hold on. I am the supervisor of the cultivation room named Fu Dong. Xiong Tu greeted me last night and came with me. B3. This is a cultivation room specifically designed for experts with over 40 levels of qi refining. Training room. These subtle meridians scattered throughout the body look like capillaries. The human meridians are divided into 12 normal meridians and 8 extraordinary meridians. Ordinary martial artists mainly cultivate the 12 normal meridians. During the qi refining period, one begins to cultivate the 8 extraordinary meridians and 8 meridians. A large amount of true qi continuously circulates in the 12 meridians and 8 extraordinary meridians, unleashing the potential deep within the cells. There are countless hair-like capillary meridians between the 12 main meridians and the 8 extraordinary meridians. How much more true qi can be stored in the body if thousands of capillary meridians are widened and strengthened to accumulate and accumulate? Strengthening the capillary meridians can also promote the continuous enhancement of the 12 normal meridians and the 8 extraordinary meridians. Please carefully study these meridian maps hanging on the wall, especially the distribution of capillary meridians. 5 minutes later. Accustomed to weight training, these are all a piece of cake for me. This kind of true qi lock is the best magic weapon used to develop capillary meridians. As long as you activate the magic bracelet and the hollow needle on the inside of the ankle bracelet, it will pierce into your body and inject hundreds of compressed true qi into your capillaries. This process is extremely painful. We all started training from a young age, gradually unblocking. Only a small number of people with strong willpower and exceptional talent can persist and become qi refiners. Xiong Tu said you want to participate in the Heavenly Tribulation War in a month, so you hope to improve your strength as much as possible. I don't know if you have ever received the cultivation of the true qi lock before. 1 month is too short. These are advanced real balloons used for cultivation. Don't underestimate these real balloons. The pressure inside the advanced real balloon is very high, and now just adding it can leak real gas. There is a pressure regulating device on the true qi lock, and the rotating gear can adjust the excitation intensity and speed of the true qi. I suggest you practice with 1/3 of the pressure first. If you can't handle 1/5 of the pressure, you can get used to it and then gradually increase the pressure. Remember that during the cultivation process, your brain must remain in the most clear state and consciously introduce these true energies into the meridians. If the pain causes the brain to become unclear and the true qi to wander in the body, there is a risk of being possessed by demons. If you can withstand it, you can also use these cultivation devices to simultaneously engage in physical cultivation. The dual effect is even better. This is a very advanced cultivation technique that can only be used by truly strong individuals. Say it one last time. If you can't bear it, immediately signal me to open the valve. I see. Practice outdoors. I'm here to save people. What are you doing here? I want to observe how he endures pain. People often reveal their true nature only under intense pain. This matter concerns the fate of the Iron Origin Star, and I cannot casually entrust it to someone with a weak soul. You're ready. Once this matter is initiated, you are highly likely to go from being the revered hero of the first warrior in the Iron Plains 6 tribes to the biggest traitor in the Iron Plains 6 tribes. You are not afraid of ruin or even death without a place to bury yourself. Everything for survival. Then let's both be ruined and have no place to bury ourselves together. Since God has sent such a person to me, I will try no matter what. I'll give you 1/3 of the air pressure first. If you can't handle it, you must say, don't try to be brave. Is this 1/3 of the air pressure? It feels like a feather gently sweeping through the meridians, but before it's fully satisfied, it dissipates. What's going on? It's 1/3 of the air pressure. What's going on, Uncle Sha Scorpion? Don't you feel it? I just feel a bit crispy and numb. I'll double the standard air pressure for you. If you can't handle it, just say it. This force is too weak, it feels like it's scratching the surface. Don't you feel any pain yet? Breathing and heartbeat are normal, and the eyes are also clear. You must have received the cultivation of true Chi Lock before, right? I don't remember. Here's 5 times the pressure. This level of pain is just a warm-up. Continue, continue. This is already several times the pressure. Didn't you say that the cultivation methods of Flying Star cultivators are very gentle yet peaceful? I don't know. I've never seen such a strange cultivator before. Although my limits are not limited to this, it's better not to rush on my first attempt. What kind of monster is Uncle 13 times Sand Scorpion? What a tough guy. Even if you have undergone true Chi training before, this multiplier is still too scary. Okay. Heat up first. Next, we are preparing to officially enter the cultivation stage. The true Chi fills the capillaries and meridians, and a punch blows out as if a tide follows the punch. Haha, this feeling is really refreshing. The monster is simply a monster. Perhaps he can really bring us change. He is a well-deserved cultivator. 1 hour later. Uncle Shasha Scorpion, have you completed your cultivation? I'm not angry anymore. What? 8 high-end real balloons were completely depleted by you within an hour. I'll prepare some more amazing things for you. 5 hours later. Uncle Sha Scorpion, you are really amazing. Xiong 2 is waiting for you on the 14th floor underground. Good. From the sound, it seems that there are ferocious beasts imprisoned here. This is the most special training room in the Divine Art Hall. It can even be said that this is the true place of practice for Chi refiners. Did you hear that? Those are all strong and determined individuals at the center of the wild bear tribe, but they have lost themselves in the spirit storm. They have become beasts that only know how to kill and can only be locked here waiting for the final charge. The cultivation of divine souls and the exploration of spiritual veins are different, and the degree of danger is higher. It is not necessarily possible to withstand them just because the divine soul is strong. Your performance above exceeded my expectations. Now you decide for yourself whether to go in or not. I want to give it a try. After entering, follow everything you see and enter a meditative state. If you really have a connection with the Giant Spirit War Clan, you will naturally be able to enter the Giant Spirit Secret Realm. However, it should be noted that the Great Spirit Secret Realm can easily lead people to become addicted to it. Never forget who you are, otherwise you will become obsessed. These are. How many people have honed such deep fist marks? In the middle of the cave. These meteorite fragments look very similar to those in the meteorite mountains, which are meteorites from the heavenly tribulation. Oh, there are still things carved on these meteorites. These look like murals of primitive humans. I seem to hear a heartbeat. This is a fossilized heart of a giant over 3 meters tall in terms of volume. Are these rune patterns and fossilized hearts embedded in meteorites that followed the apocalypse to the planet of Tetsahara? What is the Giant Spirit War Clan mentioned by Xiong Wuji? Can I enter the Great Spirit Realm by following it? Underground 14th floor. You must persevere. It's not worth taking such a big risk. In the cave inside the Iron Gate. Enter the state of contemplation. This is. Where is this going? What's so glaring? Wow, wow, wow. Fight it. Ah, ah, ah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Follow me. Die now. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. No, no, I can't get addicted to it. When I sensed the battle roar of the red giant in the illusion, a special wave surged in my brain simultaneously. Is this the source of the Chi refiner's divine power? They discovered the inheritance left by these alien stars and learned the divine power of spiritual resonance in their continuous struggle against the heavenly tribulation. The inheritance method of these illusions is similar to Yezi's memory fragments, but it seems to be more powerful. Even the damage I suffered in the illusion will be reflected in the real world. You saw it. I am becoming increasingly curious about who you really are. You are not an ordinary cultivator, at least not the kind described by Sha Yulan. Those red giants are the Giant Spirit War Clan. Why did their inheritance appear in the apocalypse? The Giant Spirit War Clan is the name we gave to these mysterious alien races. In all the illusions, they only do one thing in battle, so we call them the Great Spirit War Clan. As for why their inheritance appeared in the tribulation, I also want to know. For thousands of years, every time the egg of a heavenly tribulation erupts, it will undoubtedly bring a large number of heavenly tribulation beasts. But as long as these monsters are defeated, a large amount of inheritance can be obtained from the shattered meteorite fragments. We transform into the Great Spirit War Clan and the Great Spirit Illusion to learn advanced killing techniques. Learn from them how to fully unleash the spirit of war, use the spirit of war to control spiritual energy, and even trigger the resonance of the spirit of war. The so-called spiritual resonance is called war spirit resonance. I want you to tell me from the perspective of a flying star what you think the heavenly tribulation is all about. Is it salvation, destruction, annihilation, or inheritance? I don't know, but I can't say for sure. According to what you said, the speed of the heavenly tribulation meteorite is not fast and it has never shown the ability to shatter the void. They can only slowly cross through various star domains to give humans time to resist and escape. The development of Taiyuan star occurred in the past 10,000 years. If there really exists an extraterrestrial race beyond human civilization, it doesn't make sense for them to detect the existence of human civilization and launch attacks slowly. This heavenly tribulation should have been sent out a long time ago, not specifically for the Iron Origin star. It's just that during the long journey, it flew to the vicinity of the Tetsahara star domain and detected the existence of some civilization here, which activated it. The fact that the eggs of the heavenly tribulation matured and exploded is even more inexplicable. Just to deal with the outbreak of a heavenly calamity egg, it requires the joint efforts of the 6 Iron Genki tribes. To destroy the Iron Origin star, only a few heavenly tribulation eggs need to burst simultaneously. Iron Origin star has never experienced a large-scale outbreak of the apocalypse egg. And these legacies hidden in the heavenly tribulation seem to be intentionally sent to people's homes for learning. What is the purpose of this mysterious heavenly tribulation? Annotation on the origin of humans billions of years ago, the primordial world of Talon star. Legend has it that before humans were born, dinosaurs ruled over the entire planet of Thailand. The Tyrannosaurus Rex tribe among them has mastered powerful supernatural powers and created the Pangu civilization. However, the once prosperous Pangu civilization was destroyed in a meteorite apocalypse. After the Pangu civilization, other civilizations gradually appeared on the Thai blue star. But the Second Ice Age followed one after another. The Long Ice Age almost wiped out all civilizations. Later, it took millions of years for human civilization to gradually rise. Looking back now, it seems that every time a heavenly tribulation is experienced, if the civilization born after it is not destroyed, it becomes even stronger. Don't worry, it doesn't matter what the calamity is. Practice hard to survive and smash it fiercely. 5 days later, the underground 14th floor. How about the drawings I gave you? I have already taken out the blueprint you gave me, so I said I accidentally discovered a deep buried relic while practicing in the wilderness. Found only a few intact sonic swords and wolf-tooth mine design drawings in the corrupted ruins. The designers in the tribe are very excited and are now studying tirelessly without sleep or food. Although time is tight, the experts in the tribe can still exchange these modified treasures before the apocalypse arrives. I have many improvement plans. If it weren't for the rapid production of the arsenal, I could have come up with even more powerful ones. Is there anything more powerful? But this is enough, otherwise it will arouse suspicion. We transform into the Great Spirit War Clan and the Great Spirit Illusion to learn advanced killing techniques. Learn from them how to fully unleash the spirit of war, use the spirit of war to control spiritual energy, and even trigger the resonance of the spirit of war. The so-called spiritual resonance is called war spirit resonance. I want you to tell me from the perspective of a flying star what you think the heavenly tribulation is all about. Is it salvation, destruction, annihilation, or inheritance? I don't know, but I can't say for sure. 25 days later, the underground single cultivation room of the Divine Power Hall. There's not much time left. The eggs of the heavenly tribulation will erupt within a week. There's one final cultivation to persist in. Release the surging fighting spirit through brain waves and manipulate spiritual energy to strengthen the body. The skin of the giant spirit war clan has special colorful patterns that can transform into various patterns. Just like the runes drawn by a spiritual pattern master on cultivators, they can increase spiritual energy and enhance combat power. Although I cannot have patterns on my skin, I can use muscle bundles to draw symbols. Finally, with the assistance of muscle secret lines, I have surpassed the peak of the chi refining stage and reached the ultimate state of chi refining stage that no star cultivator has ever achieved before. 1,000 straight fist strikes have begun. Wei Changxing, why is there a single cultivation room separated there? This is it. This advanced training room is prepared for the elite members of our Iron Bear blasting team and Storm assault team. Even the team leaders do not have separate training rooms. Uncle Fu, what is the situation? This training room was ordered by Xiong Tu to be transformed into a private training room for sand scorpions. No one else can go in. It's the same for you to practice outside. The clan leader personally ordered. It smells so good. Its silver-patterned war pork and at least 4 or 5 kinds of heavenly and earthly treasures have been added for grilling. The tribulation is approaching, Chief. This is a blood loss. Annotation: a very rare demon beast on the silver-striped battle pig wilderness, with delicious meat and rich spiritual energy. Don't move. These are prepared for sand scorpions. You guys are next to them. Uncle Fu, what does this mean? In the past, even when the Bear Clan leader and everyone practiced together, they ate the same food. Who is this sand scorpion? What? He can enjoy silver-striped war pork alone, while we can only eat a little pig water. I remember this sand scorpion only joined the tribe a month ago. It is said that he fought fiercely against 2 emperor sand scorpions in the wilderness and saved the witch Horseflame, which caused him to be poisoned and his brain to be somewhat unclear. By the way, a month ago during our actual combat test with the Storm assault team, Wamayan brought him to the scene to watch the battle. As a result, he was scared by a wolf-tooth thunder and sat on the ground with a pale face, unable to get up for a long time. Isn't it just a wolf-tooth mine? I don't know where he came from, but this timid guy turned out to be him. I remember when you said that. At that time, there seemed to be such a timid person. After returning home, we talked for a long time, didn't we? Humph, the clan leader is too unfair. Just saving his adopted son doesn't require such preferential treatment, right? You. Sha Scorpion, if you don't finish eating here, you're still rushing down to cultivate. The sudden eye-to-eye cough just now was really terrifying. What's going on with Changxing? Why didn't you stop that kid just now? That guy is so skinny that he's not even 2 meters tall. Why don't you punch him flat and grab the silver-striped battle pork? Damn it, we've been practicing day and night on the wilderness without being able to eat a bite of silver-striped war pork. Why does this little white face stay in the training room and easily practice to eat silver-striped battle pigs? That's just unfair. The clan leader is too unfair. We need to go find a reason with the clan leader. He just gave me the feeling of a true giant spirit warrior. It's like if I make even the slightest move, I'll be killed by him. Do you think killing monsters on the wilderness qualifies you for eating silver-striped war pork? I said Shao Scorpion is more qualified than you, but you definitely don't believe me. Then come with me and see how they cultivate to avoid embarrassing themselves in front of the clan leader. We went out this time and cut off the lair of 9 demon beasts in one breath, killing countless demon beasts. We are not qualified to eat, but he is qualified to eat. Just see what's amazing. Judging from his lifeless expression just now, he doesn't seem to be a master. Our true Iron Man, even if one leg is bitten off by a demon beast, will not change his face and kick off the demon beast's big teeth with the other leg. Namely. Isn't that right? This is our Tetsahara men. You guys should finish reading it before we talk about it. Single cultivation room. It's not much different. Isn't it a true chi lock with 30 times the maximum pressure? Who hasn't experienced it? I can easily make 10 or 20 sets of squats with a weight of 1,500 kilograms. The 1,500 kilogram squat is just the weight used by people to relax after 6 or 7 hours of crazy cultivation. Also, I saw clearly that their true energy lock is not 30 times, but 50 times. What? How is this possible? Is this set of genuine airlocks processed? This set of true chi locks is self-processed by Shao Scorpion and can unleash up to 50 times the pressure of true chi impact. Every time he practices, he consumes hundreds of real balloons. What is the concept of 50 times? The impact of true chi at 30 times the pressure is already the limit of an ordinary alchemist. I don't know, I haven't tried it before. What's different about this punch target? I can't tell, there's nothing unusual about it. When I burst out with all my strength, I can blow deeper fist marks than this. Touch it, take a look. Why is it so hot? It's at least several Baidu searches. That's right, Shao Scorpion can convert most of its destructive power into heat when hitting this punch target. The indiscriminate bombing can increase the temperature of the fist target by 420 degrees. Can it still be cultivated like this when converted into heat energy? The reason for building such a single-person training room is that the Sand Scorpion needs to cultivate in some extreme environments. During cultivation, he will exhaust all the air in the cultivation room and enter a quasi-vacuum state. It's crazy to withstand the impact of 50 times high pressure of real gas in a vacuum, isn't it? Really? Where did this Sand Scorpion come from? Has he been practicing like this all along? Since you went to the wilderness for training, he has come here every day to engage in extreme cultivation that I never thought of before. I don't believe it anymore. He can do it, and I can do it too. 50 times high pressure real gas impact. It's not good. Changqing vomited at the mouth and fainted. How could that Sand Scorpion bear it? Quickly save people. On the barren land of Taiyuan Star. In the city of the Wild Bear Tribe. The large rainbow cloud in the northwest direction is called Jiyun. Once the cloud of calamity emerges, it indicates that the egg of the heavenly calamity will erupt within a few days. The alchemists in the arsenal have quickly produced a new batch of magical weapons. Today is the final test. On the testing field. Tomorrow is the day for the warriors of the Wild Bear Tribe to embark on a decisive battle against the heavenly tribulation. Today is the final adversarial test. One more warrior will join this test and turn it into a 3-way confrontation. The rules are still the same. As long as you bring the flag in the center of the test field back to your base camp, victory is considered. Time is running out, and this soldier doesn't have time to go to the wilderness to practice with everyone. He's not familiar with everyone's battle formations. So he will roam around the periphery and hunt freely. Yes, only the strongest and most experienced members of the tribe are qualified to engage in free hunting. There were also people like this before who were too strong to exert their maximum destructive power in battle and chose to hunt freely. Who is it? We have all met senior experts in the tribe. Is it still necessary to pass tests to get familiar with each other? Annotation on the modification and refinement of Scorpio battle armor combined with the jet battle armor of the Storm Assault Team and the Iron Shield battle armor of the Iron Bear Blasting Team. This is him. Why is he still wearing this strange outfit? Everyone, please be quiet. His name is Xia, and you may not know him well yet. But please believe that once this test is over, you will definitely leave a very deep impression on him. Chup, chup, chup. Are you ready? I can't wait any longer. This is the first practical test of Scorpio armor. The design of this Scorpio armor set was also obtained by me a month ago while exploring underground ruins. But due to the fact that many components need to be handcrafted, the output is extremely low, and today only one set has been refined, which cannot be equipped for everyone temporarily. And mastering Scorpio armor requires some unique skills that not everyone can do. What do you mean, Bearhead? Are you saying that none of us are qualified? Iron Bear Blasting Team. The captain is him. Great, that day when I heard from you, I wanted to see a monster that can withstand 50 times the pressure of true chi. But I went to the training room empty-handed for several consecutive days. Today, let me experience how venomous this sand scorpion really is. In 5 minutes, on the testing field. Testing begins. Target red battle flag. Let me start this fight. Let me see how powerful I am now after months of crazy cultivation. Come on. Please don't let me down. Catch up with him. Don't let him run away. You can't escape, Xia Scorpion. Look out. Thunderstorm attack. Your sword is too thin. It's a piece of cake. Will we attack together? Come and try my miniature crystal bomb. This guy is so fast. Look, I let you down. Hee. His movements in mid-air are even more exquisite than ours, like a wandering soul. Everyone, be careful. The Iron Bear Blasting Team is charging up. Lend it, buddy. Just in time. Next is the Iron Bear Blasting Team. Let's try this trick. He rushed over. Quickly dodge. What does he want? Is he going to dismantle the armor with his bare hands? All flash away. It's Captain Shermang. What a strong killing intent. Where to run? Just in time. Your giant sword is too long and requires a certain distance to unleash its power. Since this set of armor is called Scorpio armor, how can it not have a scorpion tail? This giant sword is called the Scorpion Tail Sword. Scorpion wagging its tail. Look at the sword. Don't underestimate my Scorpion Tail Sword. Some scorpions are highly poisonous. I created a cavity with the tail of the poison needle and filled it with crystals. This poisonous needle is now equivalent to a super micro rocket. What? Fortunately, it was just a practical test, otherwise this one could have directly exploded my heart. Resolve one and there is another. On the testing field. Can this thunder track it? Hee, come on. He actually exploded a wolf tooth mine directly. Good. Give me another punch. Come on. Can you win by punching the captain? Not good, almost lost in the fighting spirit. What a powerful punch. War flag. There. Hurry up and grab it. We can't let the Storm Strike team get ahead of us. Oh, his true chi can penetrate my armor, muscles, and bones, directly bombarding my internal organs and brain. This punch actually caused me a concussion. If it were an ordinary person, they would probably have long been unconscious or even died suddenly. This battle was so thrilling and exhilarating that it was truly exhilarating. 20 minutes later. Test completed. Got it. We got it. Oh, we won. It was strange just now. Did you show mercy? It's just a test. It's been a long time since I've had such a satisfying fist fight with someone. Your punching power is only slightly inferior to mine. Sha Scorpion, are you a true master? Welcome to join the Wild Bear Tribe and fight alongside us in the ultimate battle of the heavenly tribulation. Me too. An hour later, there was a rudimentary refining room in the arsenal. The inheritance of the giant spirit war clan is truly terrifying, as it can make people constantly indulge in the pleasure of killing. Just now, when I was about to fight, my brain went blank and I couldn't help but want to perform this move. Fortunately, I didn't use it, otherwise. There may be my secret weapon hidden here. These 9 magnetic miniature crystal bombs can firmly adhere to the surface of metal armor. Give me a blast. This is the power of a crystal bomb combined with an iron fist. If you use this move, Shermang may not be able to participate in the heavenly tribulation war. In the deep underground training room of the Shintong Hall at midnight. 77 heavy refining periods. 77 layers of true chi impact the Black Spider Death Curse. Is it going to succeed? Still can't do it. But the Black Spider Death Curse has loosened somewhat, and I can feel its fear. As long as the true chi in my body is stronger, I will definitely be able to break free from the shackles. A month ago, I would never have believed that anyone could go from the 14th level of the refining period to the 77th level within a month. I never imagined that a 77-level alchemist could severely damage Xiong and almost tie with Shermang. My strength is already close to the peak of the base period, which is about 90 times the refining period. It's just that the heart is forbidden by the Black Spider Death Curse and cannot liquefy spiritual energy. My brain, limbs, and bones are all based on the foundation level. I'm just using the method of an Chi refiner to bypass the Black Spider Death Curse and unleash the power that was already hidden in my body in another form. Thank you, Xiong Clan leader. Not every Iron Man can be so open and impartial towards the Flying Star Man without any prejudice and fully open up all the cultivation secrets. At the critical moment of life and death, what can we talk about without prejudice? The tribulation is approaching, and the more combat power you have in the tribe, the more chance you have to survive. We are trading fairly. The improvement plan you provided for the Sonic Sword and Wolf Farm Thunder can at least increase the overall combat power of the tribe by 10%. I won't be at a disadvantage no matter what secret techniques are exchanged just for this. Xiong Clan leader, thank you for your trust. Tomorrow, you will know that your trust is correct. Dad Xiong, you said that as long as I complete the cultivation plan arranged by Uncle Shao Scorpion, I can participate in the heavenly tribulation war. Do you keep your word or not? You finished everything. You can go ask Teacher Fu Dong if it's done. The movements are full of standards and there's no discount. Forehead. Xiaoyan. What's up? This child. I thought the training plan you arranged for him was absolutely impossible to complete. I thought it was. On the barren land at noon. Haha, in the battle of the heavenly tribulation, let's see me show off my skills. Northwest direction. Come on, let's fight. Let's all go together. Let's fight. Haha, I want to be the first to arrive. The first place is mine. The wilderness is full of dangers, and the seemingly solid ground below is highly likely to be eroded by underground monsters and become cavities. Once a super-large tank falls into a pit, it is the result of a car crash and casualties. Therefore, there are forwards in front of the squad who control single-person tanks and continuously bombard the ground with magic weapons. Then use echoes to determine if the ground is strong enough for the main force to pass through. This job is very dangerous, and often it can directly hit the underground cavity of the bed. Therefore, only the most agile and perceptive warriors can serve as forwards. Sha Scorpion Uncle, take a look. On the left is the convoy of the Silver Moon tribe. The Silver Moon tribe has several large mineral veins and is the richest among the 6 tribes of Taiwan. The armor and treasures they crafted are the most exquisite among the 6 parts. But if the war is intense and weapons are damaged, ammunition is scarce, it's hard to say. What about over there? That's the convoy of the Sirius tribe. They love to use large caliber firearms the most. The top powerhouses of the Sirius tribe can now carry cannons directly onto the battlefield. The Silver Moon and Sirius tribes have the best relationship with our Crazy Bear tribe. The other three tribes are not so close. Why are there still conflicts among everyone? Taiyuan Star has a harsh environment and extremely limited resources. Everyone has had several conflicts to some extent. As early as 1,000 years ago, the predecessors of the 6th Division of Tetsahara agreed to allocate resources based on their military achievements in the Battle of Calamity. But since my mother fled with me to the Wild Bear tribe 13 years ago, the conflicts between the 6 tribes have become even more apparent. The 3 tribes of the Scorching Sun, Feathered Snake, and Giant Axe all harbor extreme hatred towards the residents from the Starry Sky. They have repeatedly demanded the expulsion of our mother and son from the Crazy Bear tribe. When I started learning the skills of a chi refiner, this incident was discovered by 3 of their tribes and almost caused a major fire in the Iron Plains 6 tribes. So much wind and rain have been withstood by Bear Dad alone, and my mother and I have been able to survive in the Flying Bear City until today. I am working so hard to cultivate, not only to protect my mother, but also not to betray Xiong's trust. Xiong Dad once said that whether it's the Iron Man or the Flying Star, everyone is a human race fighting for survival and should not kill each other. How can a true Iron Man vent his anger from 50-100 years ago on a pair of orphans and widows? I will definitely not let Mr. Bear down for all the sacrifices he has made for us mother and son. No wonder you were able to persevere through the cruel training I designed. Half an hour later. The leftmost and fastest ones are the Sun tribe, who have the strongest performance and fastest speed of the Iron Original 6 tanks. Their tribe has the strongest scouts and stormtroopers, and they are a bona fide racing tribe. Their tanks are indeed very fast. Have you seen the giant eagles and bats in the sky? They are the spirit beasts domesticated by the Feathered Snake tribe. The convoy in the middle is from the Feathered Snake tribe, which specializes in raising spirit beasts. They will raise a special highly toxic feathered snake that stimulates the body with toxins to strengthen meridians and flesh. The Feathered Snake tribe is not only skilled in using spirit beasts for combat, but also enjoys using spirit beasts to strengthen themselves. On the right is the Giant Axe tribe, which is the most rigorous in terms of combat tactics among the 6 tribes of Iron Plains. The armies of alchemists from the 6 tribes of Taiyuan each have their own unique characteristics. They have found a path that suits them, even stronger than cultivators in the Tianyuan realm. Roar, roar, roar. Roar, roar, roar. What is this? It looks like a provocation. This is the tradition of the Tetsahara Rakaku. Before each war, many unknown alchemists would come forward to provoke them. This kind of provocation must be countered by other tribes, which can be considered a small warm-up before the war. I'll go meet him. Ha ha ha, don't lose to the kid from the Crazy Bear family. Don't embarrass yourself. Ha ha ha, how come you can't catch up with me, you brat? Humph, don't underestimate me. If you fight like this, both you and the single-player tank will consume a lot of energy. If you make a mistake, it could lead to the destruction of the vehicle and the loss of life. Thank you for your concern. Ha ha ha, I think you're scared, right? You're too dangerous. This. Oh no, it's the lair of the Iron Sand Giant Worm. This kid, Wu Ma Yan, is doomed. Not good, it's the lair of the giant iron sandworm. Be careful of Woman. Not good, the rock shell is about to collapse. Wow, wow. Not good, this is a nest of iron sandworms. Hold on, we're here to save you. Wu Ma Yan holds on. Wu Ma Yan holds on. It's so risky. I have to hurry up. Isn't the War of Calamity about to start? Am I going to be buried in the worm's mouth? Yenner, be careful. This kid's racing skills are not yet up to par, so he's a bit flustered and doesn't choose his path. Oh no, I got bitten again. Sha Scorpion Uncle. Haha, let's taste the wolf's tooth thunder. It's too thrilling. Uncle Sha Scorpion, you came just in time. Wow, we've cleared the encirclement. Good kid, what's your name? Your driving skills are not inferior to those of the Sun Tribe at all. What kind of armor are you wearing? It's so unique. Hee, this is Scorpio armor. Currently, only our crazy bear tribe has made one. Fierce. That's great. Impressive, impressive. Ha ha ha, the rescue was successful. Who is the knight who saved people? I heard that there are 2 young masters in the crazy bear tribe who are under 40 years old and have reached the refining stage of over 80 levels. I don't know if this knight is Xiong Jinjin or Sherming. Annotation, Yin Jingdong, the chief of the Riang tribe. His name is Sha Scorpion. Uncle Sha Scorpion didn't expect your driving skills to be so impressive. Just now, the Knights of the Scorching Sun tribe dared not rush in recklessly, and you were still racing behind the Iron Sand Giant Beetle, Handsome. Why did you rush out? You're not that person's match. I recognize that knight. His name is Yin Chihua, and he is the son of Yin Jingdong, the leader of the Liang tribe. 3 years ago, when the 3 major tribes of the Scorching Sun, Feathered Snakes, and Giant Axes gathered in Feixiong City to force Xiong Dad to expel me and my mother, he was also present. He said that the greedy and fearful starry sky rats are not qualified to live in the towns of the Iron Plains people. I always remember this sentence. I rushed out today to let him know who is greedy and afraid of death, and who is the rat. Look, Yin Chihua has returned. Yin Chihua, you actually hesitated in front of the Iron Sand Giant insect nest and let someone else snatch it first. You're just too timid, aren't you? TSK, you're not even driving faster than them. It's embarrassing. Shut up. It's actually that little bastard from the starry sky. Uncle Sha Scorpion, take me as your disciple. I can endure any hardship or sin. I want to become stronger. Next time, I'll have to teach these despicable scoundrels a lesson on my own. If neither of us dies after this battle and you pass my test, I will take you as my disciple. What kind of test is it? Come on, I'm not afraid of any test. It's simple, just a few bites from some ants. Evening. The size of Jiayun is getting bigger and bigger, which shows the energy hidden in the eggs of the heavenly tribulation. The eggs of the heavenly tribulation can sense the breath of living beings. Gathering so many of us with abundant blood and energy here will stimulate the egg of the apocalypse and accelerate its maturation. Before dawn, the eggs of the heavenly tribulation will completely burst open. Everyone, please rest in place and get ready. Before dawn. It's about to start. The Iron Plains Warriors Apocalypse egg has exploded, and these bugs have once again appeared in front of us. Behind us are our loved ones, our homes, and even a single bug could lead to the destruction of a town. Come on, use your fists and swords to tell these bugs that this is the planet of Chi refiners. This is our belief that the highest honor for every alchemist is to be born and die in Ironfield. Born in Tetsahara and died in Tetsahara. Born in Tetsahara and died in Tetsahara. On the wilderness. Robbery beasts are divided into 3 levels based on their strength: ghost level, dragon level, and natural disaster level. At this moment, all the creatures appearing are ghost level monsters, equivalent to minions. Dragon level exotic beasts are equivalent to generals who need to rely on powerful individuals with more than 30 levels of chi refining to fight against them. The natural disaster level monster is the essence of each of the eggs of doom, and it has both strong and weak strength. The strongest natural disaster level monster even requires 6 strong players to join forces to eliminate it. Fortunately, every time a tribulation occurs, only one natural disaster beast is born. As long as you kill this natural disaster beast, you can quell the heavenly tribulation. The vitality and destructive power of these exotic beasts will completely burst out within a few days and then automatically decompose and die. So the egg of the Dark Continent's apocalypse has been unable to invade the 6 realms. But the imminent calamity is enough to destroy all the nearby towns, villages, farmland, and mines. So we must gather and annihilate them before they spread. Release the Mad Warrior. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, roar. Hey, roar. They are all alchemists who have gone berserk in various tribes. Their souls were immersed in the realm of giant spirits and became slaves to slaughter. Since they have gone berserk, they won't turn around and attack us. When a heavenly tribulation strikes, even a demonic alchemist will remember their true mission. Soldiers, the calamity has arrived in front of you. It is your loved ones and comrades who you must protect, and behind them lies the enemy. Pour all your boiling killing intent onto those bugs. Ah, up. Ah, up. Born in Tetsahara and died in Tetsahara. Born in Taiwan. Living. Died in Taiwan. Born in Tetsahara and died in Tetsahara. Born in Tetsahara and died in Tetsahara. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Born in Tetsahara and died in Tetsahara. Go die, damn monster. Wow. What a strong fighting spirit. This is the alchemist who has tenaciously survived for 5,000 years in the face of countless calamities and thrived on this steel-like planet. Piyu Tong. Piyu Tong. War Spirit Resonance. Piyu Tong. My fighting spirit seems to have condensed into manipulable spiritual threads. The uncontrollable true chi from afar can be driven by a sense of war. Countless alchemists gathered together in a state of war resonance, which is the true form of combat for alchemists. The first shock. After Uncle Sha Scorpion returns, he must take me as his disciple. Come back alive. It seems that the tactics of the 6 parts are vastly different. The trainer of the Mad Bear tribe in the middle threw Wolf Tooth Thunder to open the way. Cleared a large number of small monsters. The team of the Silver Moon tribe has launched a small fortress charge on the front line. Each tribe leverages its strengths based on its own characteristics. There are 2 swords horizontally inserted on both sides of the Riang tribe's chariot, which seems to be a powerful tool for harvesting monsters. The racing skills of the Sun tribe are indeed worthy of their reputation. Among these 6 tribes, the giant Axe tribe is more like a well-organized regular army. If the same number of chi refiners and cultivators fight against chi refiners and cultivators who enter a state of war spirit resonance, the cultivators will definitely suffer a complete defeat unless there are several strong alchemy experts on board. However, cultivators can create countless spiritual energy symbol arrays and develop various powerful magical weapons, which cannot be countered by alchemists. These 2 human armies each have their own strengths. If they can join forces to resist the enemy, any immortal cultivator in the Changxing Palace can be slaughtered. Unfortunately, the misunderstanding 5,000 years ago was too deep. There is still a long way to go to let go of the barriers. 3 hours later. It seems that the energy trainer of the Crazy Bear tribe has run out of ammunition and can only fight close to him. The giant axes of the Axe tribe have also been corroded and torn apart. The first batch of chi trainers who rushed forward in such a long time are already exhausted. The second shock. This is a dragon-level monster finally appearing. The first retreat. Unfortunately, some chi practitioners have already exhausted their true chi but are trapped in the slaughter and cannot extricate themselves. The second attack stabilizes the formation and helps the first retreat. Finally, it's my turn. Enter a state of super clarity. I'll have you operated on first. Boom, boom, boom. Be careful, it's a dragon-level monster. What is this? It's so sticky. You're no match, I'll take care of it. Don't underestimate me. 77th level True Energy Explosive Fist. This punch was really satisfying. Not bad, this punch is fierce enough. Okay, the future is terrifying. Die for me. First, solve 1. Break your heart. This guy is actually so amazing. I felt an uncontrollable fighting spirit and killing intent surging from within my body. Finally, we can let go of the battle. Sand Scorpion, quickly retreat. Sha Scorpion, you've been killing for 2 whole hours now. Your true energy is running out. Quickly retreat. Has it actually been so long? I always feel like it's just the beginning of the fight. The true chi in my body has already dried up. If I were not awakened by someone, I would probably die from exhaustion. Killing and killing makes my eyes red. After accepting the inheritance of the Giant Spirit War Clan, this feeling is too difficult to control. No wonder so many alchemists are addicted to killing and unable to extricate themselves. Sha Scorpion, you're just too crazy. You're even braver than the Bear Clan back then. You actually stood out of the front line and plunged into the beast tide so deeply that you didn't even hit the beast tide head-on. Just now, many tribal chiefs and experts were inquiring about you. This time, you are from the 6 famous tribes. Thank you. I am indeed tired. Xiong clan leader has instructed us to withdraw you and replenish some natural materials, treasures, and real balloons before we fight again. It's not too late. What happened? Be cautious. Look out. What big guy is coming out? Such a strong mental attack is a monster. The most powerful natural disaster level monster of this tribulation has emerged. Natural disaster level exotic beasts appear. During the refining period, evaluate all below 70 levels and clean up dragon level and ghost level monsters within 500 meters. Beasts are good at mental attacks. All alchemists who are good at mental attacks will be given priority in attacking. The battle drum of the giant axe tribe is a powerful spiritual attack weapon that can boost morale and increase fighting spirit, as well as resist enemy spiritual bombardment. It sprays out all black beetles. Get out of here quickly. These beetles can also spontaneously ignite. Help. Help. This way. That's amazing. The drum beats didn't show any confusion at all. Life never ends, the battle drum never stops killing. Sha Scorpion, you've been fighting for too long and have already lost your strength. Go back and rest first, otherwise you'll have to die in vain. War cannot be won by one person alone. You can rest assured, and there are still us. Kill. Kill it. It's the Scorching Sun tribe that has arrived at the front line. Let's retreat to the rear and rest for a while. Behind the defense line. Uncle Sha Scorpion, you are really too fierce. Just now, I saw clearly from behind those ghostly beasts, they were like swords. Even dragon-level monsters don't have a unified enemy in front of you. Fortunately, you just consumed too much and didn't break your muscles or bones. You can recover after resting for a while. Uncle Sha Scorpion can see the battlefield from there. The alloy on these celestial beasts is different from ordinary beasts. The exotic beasts cultivated from the eggs of the heavenly tribulation have deep underground resources that cannot be exploited at present. Many alloys are precious resources that we cannot synthesize. The red-haired woman riding a white giant eagle with 2 golden pythons wrapped around her is the top expert among the younger generation of the feathered snake tribe, Lan Yi. The young master Yin Chifeng from the recently rising Sun tribe is about to climb on the back of a natural disaster level monster. He is Yin Chihua's brother and a devoted martial arts enthusiast who never cares about what happens outside. The guy who carries guns all over his body is Gao Lang from the Sirius tribe. And the guy wearing fancy armor with 9 swords stuck in his back is the Laughing Man of the Silver Moon tribe. You know quite a few experts. I am determined to become the strongest on the Iron Yuan Star, a young master of various tribes. I usually pay attention to collecting information. By the way, where has the bear tribe grown? Why haven't I seen him yet? There it is. It's strange that this natural disaster level monster is too weak. Even a natural disaster level monster cannot be completely devoid of weaknesses. Listen up, I need you to help me with a few things. You say? Take advantage of the right direction now. What are you doing? Don't get in the way. It's just that the shells of exotic beasts here are too hard, so you can start with compound eyes. That's too dangerous. Ah, no wonder Uncle Sha Scorpion is so amazing. Brother, you're amazing. What's your name? Are you injured? Be careful, natural disaster level monsters are about to erupt. No problem, this shock is nothing to me. Next, there is another compound eye. He's really tenacious. Who is he? How did he climb up? What a powerful guy. Quickly launch an all-out attack on the natural disaster beast and distract its attention. Attack. The crystals filled in the scorpion tail sword may not be as many as those in the scorpion chariot, but they should still be sufficient. It's airflow. The explosion from here should be able to penetrate deep into the monster's head and destroy its thinking and perception abilities. Once successful, it will be much easier to deal with from now on. Ha ha ha, come over here. Come on, let me handle you here. Got hooked. Detonate all shells. This explosion is probably severe enough. Hurry up and deliver the final blow to this struggling bug, blasting it to ashes. Thanks to this little brother, the natural disaster and exotic beasts were able to be eliminated so quickly this time. A few hundred meters away. The demon fire of this beetle is extremely strange, and it seems to have some kind of toxin. Sand Scorpion. Sand Scorpion. Forehead. Oh, Sand Scorpion, Sand Scorpion. The warrior who defeated natural disasters and exotic beasts with sand scorpions. What is the Bear Clan leader waiting for? What's going on here? Did an earthquake occur? That is. Something's going to come out underground. This is a natural disaster level monster. How could there be a second natural disaster level monster? It also looks more difficult to deal with. This monster is even larger than the natural disaster level monster that looked like a celestial bull just now. Oh my god, there will be a second natural disaster level monster appearing. What should we do if we're not prepared at all? Xiong Clan Leader. Xiong Clan Leader. It's the leader of the Bear Clan, no wonder we didn't see him on the battlefield just now. It's not good, it's going to retract underground. The Bear Clan leader has been taken underground. Will anything happen if only the Bear Clan leader goes down? Dad Bear, how are you? Chief of the clan. Xiong Clan leader. Dad Bear, your hand is wooing. Don't cry, I still have my left hand and can at least withstand another tribulation. In 20 years, when the third tribulation arrives, it will be your turn to contribute, little ones. But this time we were almost unscathed, and I feel a bit off. In the past, natural disasters often resulted in the death of several powerful individuals in their 7th or 8th refining stage. So I think there should be another natural disaster level monster. Don't cry, we've already won. Yeah, if we win this time, will the next one be a more dangerous calamity? Whose will does the calamity represent? I cannot sit idly by and wait for death. I must.